Moderator, kọ́ gbẹ yín náà.
ó yá mo
Okay.
Mọ́mí
gbé
yẹn tí ó àbí
comment.
ẹ̀ tí mọ mọ́mí yẹn.
mo ti dúdú síbẹ̀ wọ́n dà mí lọ wọ́n dà mí bọ̀ ok abagbéra ó di mọ́ṣúárì torí ẹni tí wọ́n pè tó jẹ́ pé uber ambulance yẹn wọ́n pè arrangement tí wọ́n sọ fún ni pé mọ́ṣúárì ni à ń gbé òkú yìí lọ bó ṣe gbé òkú dé mọ́ṣúárì bá sáré lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn tó ń attend sí ẹjọ́ ẹgbàá mi báyìí ni wọ́n ní bàbá where is police report mi ò ní where is doctor report wọn ò fún mi wọn ò fún ní àwọn òkú bí o ojú tí máa gbé sókè ibi tó jábọ́ lójú mi wá pè ní arósà wọn ò máa gba òkú yìí wọn ò gba òkú yìí o wọn ní kò sí police report kò sí doctor report àṣé nígbà tí wọ́n ń gbé òkú Mohbad kiri doctor ti fún wọn ní note pé ẹ gbé lọ sí mọ́ṣúárì àwọn gbé padà wá sí.
Kò ṣe death certificate mọ́.
àlọ́ fún níwèé wọ́n ti fún ìyàwó tó jẹ́ girlfriend ẹ̀ ìyẹn ìyá Liam wọ́n ti fún ní written note.
ìyàwó tó jẹ́ girlfriend confusion.
òkú yìí o ó ti kú kẹ́ tó gbé débí o ibi machine tá a fi test ẹ̀ ó ti sọ fún wa pé over 3 hours.
ṣe ẹ sọ́nsìn àwọn ìbéèrè wà tí mo fẹ́ bi yín ọmọ yìí fẹ́ dọ́rọ̀ mọ́ yín lẹ́nu nígbà tẹ́ débi òkú yìí tẹ́ rúkú lẹ́lẹ̀ bàbá láàrin èmi àti yín kí lẹ sọ.
ìbéèrè tí mo béèrè lọ́wọ́ ìyàwó yẹn lẹ́yìn ìbéèrè yẹn mi ò sọ nǹkan kan àwọn tó mọ̀ mí mọ́ ọmọ yẹn náà wá ń bá mi irú lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn mi ò rí rí fúnra ẹ̀ ló introduce ara ẹ̀ pé èmi ni lọ́ọ̀yà Mohbad irú Nathan mò ń rí fírífírí ni fúnra ẹ̀ ló ń sọ pé dádì kájọ sọ̀rọ̀ irú Davido representative tó wá mi ò dá wọn mọ̀ ṣé mo bí mo ṣe débẹ̀ náà sọ pé bàbá èrè so kò sí ọ̀rọ̀ míì tí mo bá wọn sọ ju pé ẹgbẹ́ ambulance wọn gbọ́dọ̀ yìnbọn àmọ́ síbí ẹgbẹ́ lọ sí mọ́ṣúárì.
bàbá nígbà tẹ́ débẹ̀ yẹn ǹjẹ́ ṣé ẹlẹ́rìí kan wà àbí méjì tẹ̀lé pé nígbà tí mo débẹ̀ mi ì sọ nǹkan báyìí tí mo sọ lélẹ́yìí o kódà ẹ lè bí lágbájá.
You found out someone who just started your job gets paid 40% more than you, what would you do?
nǹkan báyìí tí mo sọ lélẹ́yìí o kódà ẹ lè bí lágbájá.
lágbájá wọn lẹ́yìn ni wọ́n pè.
ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ẹ kúlé làákàrà lé a kí gbogbo yín níbikíbi tẹ́ ẹ̀ sì ń gbọ́ wa ní àkókò yìí fún ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe ń darapọ̀ mórí ètò wa orúkọ mi ni Olúwadámiláre Ismail tí gbogbo yẹn mọ̀ sí The Jewish ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ ti ń subscribe sórí péèjì wa àdúpẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe a ti sọ fún yín pé àrà ọ̀tún lọ́tún la máa mú wá fún yín tó èyí tá a mú wá fún yín lónìí àlejò ńlá la gbà nínú stúdíò wa nínú kulu wa lónìí orúkọ wọn ni Mr. Joseph Aloba tí gbogbo yẹn mọ̀ sí bàbá Mohbad ṣẹ́rí gbogbo èyàn ti mọ̀ pé tí wọ́n bá pè yín ìyẹn dádì ẹ̀yin mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ sá tó bá pè yín ní l'Amẹ́ríkà lónìí tàbí tó pè yín ní abroad generally lónìí gbogbo ẹ̀ ó ti yé everybody pé nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad tí ò bá wá ń ṣe nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad á jẹ́ pé ó dìrọ̀ mọ́ ó fara pẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad anywhere tẹ́ ẹ bá lọ lónìí gbogbo èèyàn ti mọ̀ ẹ dákun ẹ bá kí àwọn aráalé mi ì fẹ́ kí ìbéèrè náà ó pọ̀.
ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín sà orúkọ mi ni Joseph Aloba Olúwabámiwò tí gbogbo èèyàn pè ní bàbá Mohbad.
bàbá Mohbad.
mo kí aráalé mo kí ní lóko lérò ọ̀nà pé ohun tó ń ṣe mí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ó lè fà á kí ojú mi le díẹ̀ ò ní kí n dúpẹ́ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn pé fún àdúrótì gbogbo àgbáyé ayọ̀ náà máa fi gbà padà.
àmín àmín àmín. tó bàbá Mohbad ṣe rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí ó ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ kú Mohbad ni ò fẹ́ yí àwọn èèyàn kó dáadáa ló jẹ́ ní kẹ́ wá ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ fáyé kí wọ́n yé wọn bóun ló ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ báwo ni ṣẹ́rí igi ńlá tí Ọlọ́run gbìn sí inú ilé yín tí Ọlọ́run ní kẹ́ máa gba ibòji ẹ̀ kẹ́ máa jókòó sábẹ́ ibòji ẹ̀ kẹ́ máa jẹ̀gbádùn lábẹ́ ibòji ẹ̀ ti kú àmúlárabàtà tí Ọlọ́run fi pọnmi sí agboolé yín pé kẹ́ máa rọra yọ omi inú ẹ̀ mu ó ti fọ́ àtùpà ńlá tí Ọlọ́run gbé sí agboolé yín tọ́lọ́run ní kẹ́ máa fi ríran
ìpele léyò
ó ti lù pa
ha
bàbá bóò lọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad ṣe jẹ́
láì jẹ́ kó nìkan lọ mú
Mohbad ṣe jẹ́ mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ṣàlàyé fáráyé báyìí láti ṣe ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ bó ṣe jẹ́ títí tó ikú tó fi di àákò yìí.
ẹ ṣe ọjọ́ burúkú èṣù gbomi mu mo wà nílé ní bí aago mẹ́rin àbọ̀ ìyá olóògbé ló pè mí pé dádì o wọn ọmọ yín wà lọ́sípítù bẹ́tí pé tó pè ṣé mo wọn ní pẹ̀lẹ́ ló bí ó lákọ bó ṣe ń ṣàlàyé ọmọ yín wà lọ́sípítù bó ṣe ń sọ lórí fóònù yẹn kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tó mú tiẹ̀ gbàwẹ̀ mo ṣe break ni wọn ní ká pàdé ní bus stop ká lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ ọmọ yìí o mi ò ṣe méjì bus stop tó pè yẹn ni mo lọ dúró sí mo wá dúró sí bus stop yẹn mò ń wọ̀ tó mò ń wò sí mo kàn déédéé rí ìyá olóògbé tó ń lọ ìgbà tó máa lọ rí ọ̀kadà ló wà ẹnìkan tó wà lẹ́yìn wọ́n ti ń wo ibi tí mo wà tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n kàn kojú sí ibòmíì wọ́n bá wo ibi tí mo wà mú kì í ṣe àwọn tó ní kí n dúró sí bus stop kò lè sọ pé òun ò rí mi torí pé mọ́tò tí mo ń lò ó jẹ́ mọ́tò ńlá ó wà ní bus stop ẹgbẹ́ mọ́tò yẹn mo wà
tó sì dá mọ́tò yẹn
mọ̀ tí ò bá rí mọ́tò yẹn yẹ kó rí èmi wọ́n kàn kojú sọ̀rọ̀ wọn kàn ń lọ n bá pe ọmọ kan ní àdúgbò yà ọ̀kadà tó ń lọ yìí máa tẹ̀lé ọ̀nà yẹn jẹ́ ọ̀nà tí ò smooth àwa ń tẹ̀lé ọ̀kadà
pẹ̀lú ọ̀kadà
tí mọ́tò tí èmi gbé mọ́tò láì náà ni mo gbé so ó yìí sì fọ́kadà láti sáré mọ́tò yẹn ò lè sáré bá ọ̀kadà mo pe nọ́mbà wọn ò gbé ok ìgbà tí máa dé orí odò tá a ti fẹ́ fò fẹ́rí la fẹ́ gbé lọ kí táìmù tó lọ àwọn ti bọ́ sí orí fẹ́rí ó wá pe èèyàn kan ni wọ́n fi dúró ní bí mo fi lè meet up so nígbà tí máa bá wọn nínú ọkọ̀ bó ṣe ń receive call lọ́tún wọ́n pè lọ́sì ó wà lọ́sibítù o kẹ́ máa bọ̀ o ìníkan o ó ń gbomi lọ́wọ́ o mò ń gbọ́ gbogbo tí mò ń gbọ́ wọ̀nyẹn ó ń ṣe àyà mi ní kì kò sẹ́ni tó pè mí òun tó pè mí ló ti fi mílẹ̀ sí bus stop yìí àtàjọ ń lọ ó dẹ̀ ń júwe ibi tá a ti máa bọ́lẹ̀
blessing ò pé mọ́
bí ṣe ń lọ adébi tí a ti fẹ́ bọ́lẹ̀ ló tún pè wọ́n pé a ti dé bus stop o a ti bus stop mọ́mì ẹ padà ó ti ń get better n bá gba fóònù yẹn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
nígbà tẹ́ ẹ jọ wà ní inú ọkọ̀ ojú omi
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
wọ́n ẹ bára lẹ sọ̀rọ̀ ni.
a ti bára wa sọ̀rọ̀ nínú ọkọ̀ ojú omi ohun tó ń bí mi nínú pé ìwọ ló pè mí kí n dúró sí bus stop mi ò bínú náà ó kàn dúró because ohun tí mò ń gbọ́ láti ẹnu àtàwọn tó ń pè é ó ti mú ìjayà wá pẹ̀lẹ́ ló bí ó lákọ ó dà ok ọmọ yín wà lọ́sípítù o wọ́n nídìí attention yín o ṣe mọ̀ pé bá a ṣe sọ yìí sì rí yàtọ̀ ọmọ yẹn ó wà lọ́sípítù wọ́n ní tìbí tó fi sọ yẹn ó ti mú ìjayà dání irú ìjayà bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló fi ń receive gbogbo ohun tó receive mo bá já fóònù ọwọ́ ẹgbà pé hello èmi ni mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ dádì ẹ wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ padà sílé everything ti wà okay ó ti.
alẹ́ ẹni tó ń pè yín lórí fóònù.
ẹni tó ń pè yín jẹ́ àbúrò sí ìyá olóògbé ó pè ní dàrúṣà so bó ṣe gbóhùn mi báyìí pé dádì ẹ padà sílé pé ó ti get better gẹ́gẹ́ bí ohun tí mo ti ń gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ mo pe èdè kan bẹ̀ torí ọ̀rọ̀ akọlọ ọmọ yẹn sọ ẹ wo ọ̀rọ̀ bó ṣe ń sọ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ àwa dé bus stop ẹ wá ní ẹ padà sílé máa rí mo ti kú pronounce ẹ jáde
ẹ sọ síta.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyá ẹ bá dì mí mú ó fẹ́ pọ̀ mí sínú kọ́tà torí àwa ní iná porúkọ bus stop yẹn Ọ̀ṣápá London bus stop ibẹ̀ náà ní ká dúró sí a bá gbéra níbi bí aago 7 a bá fẹ́ padà sí ibi tí olóògbé ń gbé ó dọ̀pọ̀ wá ní kí ló ṣubú tẹ̀ ń ìgbà tí máa fi wọ street olóògbé báyìí ní around 9.
Use this one thing to clear brain fog.
ẹ jẹ́ má bínú ẹ ṣáà máa jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ o.
ìgbà tí máa fi wọ street olóògbé báyìí ní around 9:30 ibẹ̀ ti kún fàyà ibi wọ́n ti fi gate nọ́ọ̀sì ẹnu ọ̀nà pé nobody should enter. lọ́dí ẹnu ọ̀nà ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ wọlé wọ́n ti ti ilẹ̀kùn tí èèyàn máa bá wọlé ìbínú pé mo ṣáà wọlé pé ewé bí èrò ṣe pọ̀ tó mo bá wọlé kíṣì ni mo lọ gbà wọlé kíṣì tí mo gbà wọlé
blessing kọ́ ló sọ fún
mi ò rí olóògbé níbi tí wọ́n gbé sí ní kọ́rídọ̀ kan ní ẹ̀gbẹ́ staircase èmi ti gòkè lọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí tí mo ti máa ń pàdé ọmọ mi
is a new
nígbà tí máa
interview.
wọnú yàrá n bá rí dúbè aṣọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ dúbè yẹn mò ń wò ọ̀kan nínú àwọn òṣèré tí wọ́n jọ máa ń jáde wọ́n pè bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ní lifestyle dáàdì ẹ máa bọ̀ ẹ wá wo Mohbad níbi tó wà ṣe ló dàbí pé ọ̀run fẹ́ ya lulẹ̀ èdè tọ́mọ yẹn pè yẹn mo bọ́lẹ̀ nígbà tí màá fi rí Mohbad níbi tí wọ́n tẹ́ sí
bàbá yẹn wò pé lámbà
wọ́n ti léyọ̀ sí
lélẹ̀.
láyà wọ́n ti di ní imú wọ́n ti di létí mo kàn ń wò báyìí mi ò lè súnmọ́ ó ti dèwò wọ́n á wò pé ṣé Mohbad rèé ṣọ́mọ mi rèé
ó gẹrun fún mọ́.
bíbọ́ tí mo bọ́ síta mo ti wá lè gba
ẹnu ọ̀nà
ọ̀nà ìyàwó rẹ̀ mo bá nínú compound kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ bàbá ẹ máa gbé lọ sékìtì o ẹ lọ ronú o ẹ lọ ronú o kí ló dé ẹ lọ ronú o kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n fún ní injection yẹn react lára ẹ gbọ́ ẹni tó fún ní injection tí ṣe injection react lára ẹ ṣé kán lọ ronú the next thing ọkàn mi bàjẹ́ mo bọ́ sí ìta láti rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn torí ìyá àtàjọ ń bọ̀ ìta ló wà ṣe pé ọgbọ́n tèmi fi wọlé mo fọ́ọ̀sì ẹnu ọ̀nà yẹn pé mo fẹ́ wọlé ni ṣe mọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí obìnrin àdónú. ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn òṣèré mo bá ń bẹ̀ mo bá ọ̀gbẹ́ni kan tó ń pè ní Sinatan mo bá ìyàn mo bá Davido representative gbogbo wọn wà ń ta ṣe mọ̀ àwọn mọ̀ mí èmi ò mọ̀ wọ́n wọ́n wá sọ pé iye Davido representative yẹn tí ó wá síbẹ̀ àwọn látọ̀dọ̀ Davido ní o dádì ẹjọ́ ẹ fún mi ní àkáǹtì òun Davido ní kóun ṣe 2 million naira owó sọ̀rọ̀ owó ni ó kàn tó bá tẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe owó pa ìyẹn àbúrò ya Mohbad ní pa ọmọ ìyẹn pa Mohbad Darusha bólúwa ti fẹ́ àbí ẹ̀mọ so wọ́n bá tọ́ka sí ọmọkùnrin yẹn dẹ̀ lọ ó lọ send owó yẹn sí mo wá ń rìn kiri bí tí mo ti ń rìn ni lọ́ọ̀yà Mohbad rí mi pé dádì èmi ni lọ́ọ̀yà Mohbad òun ni lọ́ọ̀yà Mohbad kí ni ká ṣe wọ́n ló wà nílẹ̀ yìí bọ́lá yìí fẹ́ ṣe é lóun náà mọ anything tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ níbo la lè gbókun ìlò ó dà Darusha pe ambulance ti now mi tí mo bọ́ ṣe ń pe uber o wọ́n bá pe ambulance yẹn dé wọ́n pe ambulance yẹn dé wọ́n gbé nọ́ọ̀sì wọ́n gbé dókítà dání wọ́n tún ṣe test ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀tẹ̀ ti embalm torí ẹni tó wà embalm sọ pé ó ti ń
wọ́n tún ṣe test.
according to him
wọ́n embalm ẹ̀ locally.
wọ́n sọ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ní ó ti ń rùn nígbà tí ìbéèrè ń lọ ó ní ó ti ń rùn ni ẹ gbọ́ láàárín 2 hours ẹni tí wọ́n ó kú lẹ́ni tó lè máa rùn náà
láti 3:30 wọ 9 yẹn ní 2 hours.
fi gbogbo trust CPA pé kó kọ́ gba ìwé tí a fi lè pass ọmọ yìí sí mortuary.
ẹ jẹ́ ń gbé padà ẹ jẹ́ ń pẹ́ padà.
náà ó lọ ó ti ń rùn according to him
wọ́n embalm ẹ̀ locally.
wọ́n sọ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ti ń rùn nígbà tí ìbéèrè ń lọ ó ní ó ti ń rùn ni ẹ gbọ́ láàárín 2 hours ẹni tí wọ́n ó kú lẹ́ni tó lè máa rùn náà ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sí police station adé police station mo ti fi gbogbo trust CPA pé kókó gba ìwé tí a fi lè pass ọmọ yìí sí mortuary now ó lọ ó bọ̀ ó tí ì rí ìwé gbà ní òjò ní kí ló ṣubú tẹ̀ òjò tẹ̀ ń jọ bá àwọn ọlọ́pàá ẹ jọ nǹkan mẹ́rin ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi wọ́n ní kí n kọ statement mo bá kọ sí ara mi ń gbọ̀n wọ́n bá gba bẹ́rù lọ́wọ́ mi wọ́n ní kí n sọ̀rọ̀ mo bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wọ́n sọ nígbà tó kọ́ mo ti sign lẹ́nìkan wá láti ọ́fíìsì kan pé they should not grant and they should not give me that permission for what ó wá ní when this thing happen that event ṣẹlẹ̀ nearby police station ó lè report sí wọ́n á ní I'm a stranger here nearby tí èmi rí tí wọ́n mú mi wá sí ní mi ò gbé ládùúgbò yìí ni mo fi wá pé ká tiẹ̀ rí police report kó má di pé èyí ń gbòkú lọ lójú ọ̀nà kọlọ́pàá má dáyàn dúró ó ní wọn ò lè grant mi wọn ò lè fún mi ní police report ó ti ń di aago kan ó ti ń di bí aago méjì òru mo ti dúró síbẹ̀.
aago kan aago méjì náà ṣíṣọ́ police station ìgbàlẹ̀ wá dé mọ́tàrí God.
wọ́n dà mí lọ wọ́n dà mí bọ̀ ok abágbéra ó di mọ́túárì torí ẹni tí wọ́n pè tó jẹ́ pé uber ambulance yẹn tó pè arrangement tí wọ́n sọ fún ni pé mọ́túárì ni à ń gbé òkú yìí lọ ó ṣe gbé òkú dé mọ́túárì bá sáré lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn tó wà tẹ́ẹ̀dì sí ẹjọ́ ẹgbà mí báyìí ni wọ́n ní bàbá where is police report mi ò ní where is doctor report wọ́n ò fún mi wọ́n ò fún yín àwọn ò lè gbòkú síbí o ojú tí máa gbé sókè ibi tó jábọ́ lójú mi wá pé ní arósà wọ́n ò máa gba òkú yìí wọ́n ò gba òkú yìí o wọ́n ní kò sí police report kò sí doctor report àṣé nígbà tí wọ́n ń gbé òkú Mohbad kiri doctor ti fún wọn ní note pé ẹ gbé lọ sí mọ́ṣúárì àwọn gbé padà wá sílé kí ni wọ́n ń bò
alọ́ fún níwèé
wọ́n ti fún ìyàwó tó jẹ́ gẹ́fẹ́.
kí ni wọ́n ń bò ṣé wọ́n máa bò nǹkan ni wọ́n máa tún gbé lọ́lé if they have to hide anything they have to take it to the mortuary so that there will be a quick embalmment.
Yeah.
ambulance ti di uber ambulance báyìí.
ṣèbí death certificate ni wọ́n fún Wunmi kò tún ṣe death certificate mọ́ báyìí. ẹlẹ́sìn nìyẹn bàbá yìí ó tún ti di ìwé nóòtì kò tún ṣe death certificate.
ìyẹn ìyá Liam wọ́n ti fún ní written note. pé òkú yìí ó ti kú kẹ́ tó gbé débí o ibi machine tá a fi test ẹ̀ ó ti sọ fún wa pé over 3 hours.
Èwo nìyẹn o ọ̀gbẹ́ni.
photocopy machine.
ẹ̀rọ yẹn lè detect nìyẹn ó lè jẹ́ odidi èdè ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀rọ yẹn ti sọ pé ó ti kú.
ẹ̀rọ yẹn stethoscope scanner wọ́n gbé sábẹ́ scanner.
gẹ́gẹ́ bí advice ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀ka tó yẹ kí wọ́n gbé lọ sí mọ́ṣúárì ilé ni wọ́n lọ ẹ̀bámu.
wọ́n gbé yọ̀lé láyà. wọ́n ti di gbogbo etí ẹ̀. now mo máa kúrò ní mọ́ṣúárì ní aago 3 nígbà tí wọn ò dá mi lóhùn. aago 3 òru. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni èmi ń lọ sílé òkú ìrè alámbulance sọ pé wọ́n máa gbé òkú lẹ̀ o ìbílẹ̀ promise òun o kí la fẹ́ ṣe dàrúṣà ọdọ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ó pe another ambulance bá a gbé òkú yìí ní ọ̀la mo dẹ̀ ti kúrò níbẹ̀ òru yẹn náà mò ń rìn lọ títí mo fi dé Ìjẹ̀dẹ̀ mo ṣe padà sílé nìyẹn mo tún máa di láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì aago 7 ní àkọ́bí ó bá pè mí ẹ lórí dáàdì torí Ògùn state nìyẹn márì sí mo ti dé o ń gbólẹ́wà obìnrin ó ní lọ sí general hospital tó wà ní Kòròdú ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti àbúrò ẹ̀ sí o lọ síbẹ̀ o èmi ti wá sí ilé ọ̀dọ̀ mi bí o wọ́n bá dẹ̀ ṣe arrange torí pé wọn ò gba òkú ní mọ́túárì kan gbé òkú wa kan wá sí torí ilẹ̀ yẹn ó rà á fún mi fún church mi
àti yọ block síbẹ̀ nígbà tí mi ò mọ nǹkan kan ìmọ̀ ibi tó ní nǹkan sí ọ̀gá wọ́n gbé wá síbẹ̀rẹ̀gbẹ̀ so mo tí mo mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ ni.
ṣe rí lára àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ sọ́nsìn àwọn ìbéèrè wà tí mo fẹ́ bí yín ọmọ yìí fẹ́ dọ́rọ̀ mọ́ yín lẹ́nu nígbà tẹ́ ẹ débi òkú yìí tẹ́ ẹ rókun lẹ́ẹ̀lẹ́ bàbá láàrin èmi àti yín kí lẹ sọ.
tí kámẹ́rà wà ń bẹ èmi àti yín.
ìbéèrè tí mo béèrè lọ́wọ́ ìyàwó mi lẹ́yìn ìbéèrè yẹn mi ò sọ nǹkan kan àwọn tó mọ̀ mí mọ́ ọmọ yẹn náà wá ń bá mi irú lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn mi ò rí rí fúnra ẹ̀ ló introduce ara ẹ̀ pé èmi ni lọ́ọ̀yà Mohbad.
Jossy lòun ò sọ nǹkan kan o.
mo rí fírífírí ni.
tó bá ní ayé ara ẹ̀ dé yẹn mọ̀ béèrè question yẹn.
kò sọ mọ́ o kò sọ mọ́.
ìdídó representative tó wá mi ò dá wọn mọ̀ ṣé mo ṣe débẹ̀ náà sọ pé bàbá èrè so kò sí ọ̀rọ̀ míì tí mo bá wọn sọ ju pé ẹgbẹ́ ambulance wọn gbọ́dọ̀ ìbámu kó síbi ẹgbẹ́ lọ sí mọ́ṣúárì.
bàbá nígbà tẹ́ ẹ débẹ̀ yẹn ǹjẹ́.
wọn gbọ́dọ̀ ẹ bá àmọ̀kú yìí síbi ṣé ó yí pò ṣe ń kó bá rẹ̀ wọn gbọ́dọ̀ ẹ bá àmọ̀kú yìí síbi ó ṣe ń kó bá rẹ̀.
ṣé ẹlẹ́rìí kan wà àbí méjì tẹ̀lé pé nígbà tí mo débẹ̀ mi ì sọ nǹkan kan nǹkan báyìí tí mo sọ lélẹ́yìí o kódà ẹ lè bí lágbájá.
ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ mo ṣe sọ. ṣùgbọ́n.
Fọláṣadé ńkọ́.
orí yín kún pẹ̀lẹ́.
èwo lẹ́kùn èdè.
ẹ̀rí bàbá tó fọmọ ìyá ìjà.
bí mo ṣe ń wò.
ẹ má wọrí ó wà lára script.
ẹ wá ìwọ lẹ rin host ẹ ń try láti mọ ká má gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ àbí ìrọ̀lẹ́ pa máa dá
ìsàdáwà wọn ní ó wà lára script pé tó bá ti dé stage kan kẹ́ sunkún o.
omi ẹkú kankan ò jáde mo ti gbé padà sẹ́yìn omi ẹkú kankan ò jáde ńbẹ ó kàn fọwọ́ bọ́jú ni.
ó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ mo ṣe sọ. ṣùgbọ́n
orí yín kún.
ìyá ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ sà.
ní ìjọba pẹ̀lẹ́ lọ́kùnrin.
Who is your alibi náà béèrè o ṣé Fọláṣadé ò sí ń bẹ̀ ni.
a ní ẹni ìjà ọba ló ń pèrè lọ́kùnrin ẹ máa play ẹ lọ.
bí mo ṣe ń wò pé sọmọ fẹ́ yalulẹ̀ ni mi ò rí nǹkan kan rò. ọmọ mi wà nínú ilé yẹn wọ́n pè ní àdúrà àbúrò Mohbad ni ṣé ó yẹ kí n ṣe máa lọ ní fún pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sẹ́gbọ́n ẹ̀.
kò yẹ.
ìbọn ló yẹ kó fún mi ní pé báyìí ló ṣe rí o báyìí ló ṣe rí tí náà kò tí ì.
báwo wá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ìwọ lè béèrè Jossy.
àbí márùndínlógún bá Mohbad gbé tán jẹ.
ẹ jẹ́ tún gbé padà.
tán pè ní àdúrà àbúrò Mohbad ni ṣé ó yẹ kí n ṣe máa lọ ní fún pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sẹ́gbọ́n ẹ̀.
bọ́ ẹ sọ pé ìpàdé Wunmi nínú compound.
báyìí ló ṣe rí o báyìí ló ṣe rí tí náà kò tí ì personally wá sọ́dọ̀ mi pé dádì n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ rí. àti mi pé jò lọ́wọ́ ní àwọn bíi márùndínlógún bá Mohbad gbé tán jẹ́ tán mú lábẹ́ kò sí ẹni tó bọ́ síta báyìí kó sọ pé àjọ wà ní o bí kú ẹ̀ ṣe rí rèé o. ṣóò tó lọ.
kíkà abẹ́rẹ́ lọ́hùn.
Jossy ìtalọ́talẹ̀ lẹ́rìí yìí ni wọ́n béèrè ejò wo ló lọ́wọ́ nú ẹsẹ̀ ní.
ejò lọ́wọ́ nú. bàbá làwọn pàdé Wunmi nínú compound ṣá.
ládùn kan náà fẹ́ lò lọ tẹ́lẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ torí pé èyí tí ìyá Liam ó pọn dandan pé òun fẹ́ lọ prime boy wà ń bẹ ìyẹn ọ̀rẹ́ tí wọ́n jọ wà ládùúgbò torí bí tí mo kọ́lé sí ibẹ̀ ní bàbá prime boy náà kọ́lé sí náà ni wọ́n sọ pé ọmọ yìí gan ẹ̀kan ni mo ti ẹ̀ súnmọ́ ogún mẹ́ni tó ní.
òfò ni wọn àti prime boy ló máa ṣe.
tí wọ́n jàlé lórí nìyẹn ìjà iná gbédé show now nígbà tán dé show tí wọ́n ní according to ṣẹ́mi nǹkan tẹ́jú mi ò bá rí ní sọ ṣùgbọ́n tí prime boy sọ ni pé ìjà pé ọmọ yìí níbo ló ti wá tó jíjà wọn.
ọmọ èwo.
ọmọ tó ń pè ní Liam yìí.
òun ló díjà lẹ̀ láàrin.
òun ló díjà lẹ̀ láàrin ìyá Liam àti Mohbad. so ní ìgbà tó máa wá padà sílé òun àti prime boy ti ní issue issue náà ni wípé prime boy ń pa lẹ́nu mọ́ pé ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ ta ọ̀rọ̀ ilé ni so wọ́n á sọ pé ó máa jẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ilé kan ṣe mọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí olórin oníkálùkù náà wọ́n tó wọ stage wọ́n ti mú nǹkan wọ́n á ti ṣe wọ́n sọ pé ọgbọ́dọ̀ argument yẹn náà ni wọ́n ní ó fi ọwọ́ gbá glass ẹ̀jẹ̀ yọ ń bẹ̀ now ẹni tó wa mọ́tò yẹn ló ṣe wá tàn mọ́lẹ̀ sí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ ìsà
lọ́nà wo.
bí lọ́wọ́ mi sì máa sọ pé on the 11 ní Mohbad kú ní 12 ayé pariwo. ara nǹkan tí mo fi ń rọ àwọn ọlọ́pàá pé phone forensic ó wà very very important.
very.
driver yẹn sọ pé òun gbé Mohbad ìyá Liam spending prime boy ti bọ́lẹ̀ ìjà ti wà dé láàrin wọn so ó wá ń gbé wọn padà sílé ibẹ̀ náà ni dàrósà wà tó jẹ́ pa on their way going wọ́n ní ni mò ń gbọ́ o wọ́n ní Mohbad kan sọ pé òun ó ju ọmọ yẹn sínú omi bẹ́ẹ̀ ni nígbà tí ọkùnrin bá ti ń náà mọ ọkùnrin tó wá sọ pé àti ẹ̀mọ́ ibi tí ọkùnrin ti wá ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ló ń fà títí wọ́n fi délé now wọ́n dírẹ́bà ń jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé ìṣe ni ìyá Liam di aṣọ mọ́ Mohbad lọ́rùn báyìí pé wọ́n á bá kàríà ẹ jẹ́ bọ́n ṣe bá kàríà lè sprosh jẹ́.
lẹ́ẹ̀kan tó pa Mohbad ni ó lè lẹ́ẹ̀kan tó pa nìyẹn.
ó káre.
ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ àgbà ṣe Jossy.
n bá rí àyè rí ìyá Liam má ṣe bó ṣe ń ṣe yìí nínú mọ́tò yìí lọ ṣe inú ilé ó ní kúkúrú bẹ́ẹ̀ wọn bí dá pé bó ṣe wà yẹn kó ló máa ké ni ó ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún dírẹ́fà ẹ̀rù bà dírẹ́fà pé tó bá jẹ́ òun ni o now dírẹ́fà torí pé glass tó fọ́ kò wá lọlé òun ló tàn mọ́lẹ̀ sí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ohun tí mo ṣẹ̀ wá ń fi ọpọlọ gbé
ọpọlọ yín ò ní dọ́bà.
dírẹ́fà ló wá jẹ́ kó sọ pé òun ò lè lọlé o láyé kóun bá gbowó glass torí kọ́ńpìnì ń wa mọ́tò fún.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ká sínú mọ́tò ń lọ o nígbà tó di dédé aago mẹ́ta ń bá gbọ́ táriwo sọ lókè kán lọ máa wógun bóyá kán lo mọ́tò òun sọ pé ó ṣe pé ó nu mọ́tò òun torí ìbínú pé at least wọ́n fi ń lẹ̀ síta ń bí ó yẹ kán fún un lówó kíláàsì yìí òun máa lọ. lọ ní àwọn mẹ́ta bọ́lẹ̀ látòkè àwọn mẹ́ta tó bọ́lẹ̀ wọ́n ní ni o Liam náà ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ Cynthia ó ní in the midnight around 3 a.m. in the midnight they now send Darusha and with two guys láti pé kán lọ rọ oògùn wa lóru oògùn kele oògùn tó fi dá ẹ̀jẹ̀ now mo ní mo rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ nínú ilé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni náà ẹ̀jẹ̀ kan ò kán lẹ̀ nínú mọ́tò ká sọ pé ó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin òun àti prime boy ni àbí inú mọ́tò yẹn ó yẹ kó ti ń fẹ́ jẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ní ìgbà tí wọ́n délé àdúrà náà sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ìjà ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wà á bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n lè rí o party 2 tí ń bọ̀ tí ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ fi yí gbogbo bedsheet.
bí ẹja di.
náà dírẹ́bà yẹn wọ́n jẹ́ ká rí ìmọ́lẹ̀ pé òun wá nígbà tó máa di aago 11 ọjọ́ Monday ní ìyàwó bọ́lẹ̀ pé tí ì lọ òun ò tí ì lọ ó dáa wọ́n bá ṣe owó òun fún kóun máa kángára ń lọ.
ta ló sẹ́ndì owó sí.
ó di ìyàwó ìyẹn Cynthia Adébánjọ ló sẹ́ndì owó kóun máa lọ bóun ṣe lọ kúrò ń bẹ̀ ní ìgbà tó máa di àárọ̀ kùtùkùtù ọjọ́ Tuesday bí tí mo lọ rèé o tí mo fi sọ pé wọn ò lè sọ fún mi pé on the 12 ni Mohbad kú kémi gbà 11 ló kú. ó nígbà tó di dédé aago 9 náà pè wọ́n láti kí náà pè wọ́n fún pé ọ̀gbẹ́ni ẹni tó gbé lọ sí show lánàá ṣe mo pé Tuesday yẹn wọ́n máa sọ pé àná tó pé àná ló dé ní aago 12 pé tó gbé lọ lánàá wọ́n ní ó ti kú o ó kú kẹ̀.
òun sì wà wájú ìta bẹ́ẹ̀.
òun ti wà nílé ẹ̀ ṣé ó ti lọ yóò ti lọ ní ọjọ́ Monday ní di aago 11. ibi àdúrà náà sọ pé ẹni tó bá sọ pé òun rí ẹ̀gbọ́n òun láti aago 12 pé rọ́ ló ń pa. jọba ti lọ jọba ló wá ń sọ pé.
ọdẹ fẹ̀rẹ̀ Monday kan ni wọ́n dé láti show.
ọ̀tẹ̀. Ó tún dọ́dọ̀ òun iléeṣẹ́ náà máa pè. Wọ́n tó ṣẹ̀ wá pé òun.
Jojo. Good student ní Jossy o ẹ gbàgbé.
Ibi tí mo ti wá fura sí pé tani nọ́ọ̀sì wá treat ní aago 1 àti aago 2. Ibi tá a ti rí di fóònù rẹ̀ sì rèé o. Tá a bá ti rí fóònù yẹn digital time láwa yìí app refill everything. Fóònù èèyàn 15 ṣe máa gbélé tí ò sẹ́ni tó lè sọ̀rọ̀ síta. There is something covering there. Wọ́n ní kí tí wọ́n kù. Okay, doctor ti ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí profession pé ẹ gbé ọmọ ní lọ sí mọ́ṣúárì ẹ gbé lọ sínú ilé kílẹ̀ ń cover. Kílẹ̀ fẹ́ káyé mọ̀.
Ẹ̀yin náà lè máa sọ fún wa.
Wọ́n gbé bọ̀ nù mọ́tò tí wọ́n ń pariwo pé Mohbad ti kú yẹn. Ó dà pé ọ̀sán ni táìmù yẹn fẹ́ jẹ́.
Ẹ má bínú o, ìgbà táwọn dẹ̀ délé wọn rí nǹkan tó cover yẹn àbí.
Wọ́n rí dúbẹ́ nìkan náà rí.
ojú dí lọ́jọ́ yẹn.
Ṣé ẹ rí picture tẹ́lẹ̀ ni Wunmi ó ní foundation tó pa àti concealer wọ́n conceal ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn ni ọ̀dà foundation bò.
Cynthia ó sọ ní gbogbo àgbáyé pé they brought the dead body and they brought my husband into the hospital after 20 minutes they now pronounce he's dead. Doctor wá sí corona ó ní brought in dead. Ó ní wọ́n domi sí lára dead on arrival.
Ìyẹn doctor náà.
Wọ́n nígbà tí wọ́n tẹ̀sí ẹ̀ gbogbo ibi tí hospital yẹn wà kò ju 15 minutes sílé wọn. Machine detect 3 hours.
Machine yìí náà ni Ọlọ́run mọ orun machine o.
Ìgbà mi pé àwọn nǹkan kan wà tí màá bẹ ọ̀gágun wa IG ọlọ́pàá dísù kọjọ́ mo fẹ́ mọ ikú tó pọ̀ mọ́ yìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ikú tó mọ ikú ejò lọ́wọ́ nú.
Cobra ni.
Crocodile.
Ṣe rí lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ lẹ́ẹ̀rí nínú dúfè. Bèrè lọ́wọ́ anybody pé báwo lè tẹ́ dúfè.
Wọ́n rántí béèrè.
Ẹni ìjìbá àpẹẹrẹ ìlọ́kùnrin.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni wọ́n rántí.
Ọpọlọ mi ò ro.
Kò àtọ̀.
Nọ́mbà balẹ̀ lọ́pọlọ mi rò máa ṣe sín.
Àbí mo jẹ́ wá pa ambulance.
Àbúrò ìyá Mohbad tí wọ́n ń pè ní Fọláṣadé.
Uber ambulance ni o.
Àti sílẹ̀ tí bíbélì mi rí. Ó tún wù ní sílẹ̀
ní fírèmù ilé tó kò sí.
Ó jẹ́ ti Mohbad ó kún fún ẹ̀jẹ̀ ó wá ní ìyá Mohbad ló wá òun pọ̀.
Dry cleaner.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni nǹkan.
Aṣọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ọmọ ara ẹ̀.
Ẹ̀rà yé lóde.
Ó jọ gàdí kò jẹ́ gàdí orí jẹ àbúrò ìyá Mohbad rẹ jẹ ìyá Mohbad ló ń fẹ́ jẹ. Kí ló fa ẹ̀jẹ̀? Ìjà tó fi pẹ́ ta lóru yẹn mọ́jú at least tára yẹn ò bá yá tó bá jẹ́ sí pẹ̀jáwìrì ni hospital ni ò bá máa lọ. Now ó wà òkè ló fi délé tí wọ́n fi yà sí hospital. Now ní ìgbà tí wàhálà ṣẹlẹ̀ aago 3 òru wọ́n sá jáde.
Ǹjẹ́ dírẹ́fà tẹ̀ fẹ́ fìgbà kan sọ́rí pé nígbà tó ń gbé wọn bọ̀ láti ṣó pé gbà tó ń kó nu mọ́tò òun tọ́tọ́ wọnú ilé òun nu ẹ̀jẹ̀ nu mọ́tò.
Irọ́ o ó ní ṣe ni Cynthia Adébánjọ báyìí ó dì í lọ́kùn lọ́rùn mú. Òun á rí i pé ọkùnrin lòun tó bá jẹ́ òun dírẹ́fà yẹn ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ lóun tó bá jẹ́ òun ó náà fẹ́ pa nítorí pé kó di òun ní ọrùn bẹ́ẹ̀ pé bí ayé lè sproche ṣe bàjẹ́ olóbìnrin ló bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé òun máa ba ti Mohbad jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Òun tún wá ń pẹ̀tù sí ó sọ pé bó ṣe wà yẹn máa lọ máa sunkún lé ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó láyà ẹ̀ nìyí. Pé tí
ìyẹn ó bá driver sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé
ó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún driver.
Nǹkan tẹ́mi wá ń rò ní ìsinmi pé ṣẹ́rí fẹ́yìn ọlọ́gbọ́n tẹ̀ ń wò wá àwọn ò lọ́gbọ́n tó yín o pẹ̀lú àlàyé tẹ̀mí gbọ́ yìí bóyá nígbà tí wọ́n jọ wà nù mọ́tò tí Mohbad question paternity ọmọ yẹn pé ta ló ní ọmọ yìí ló fa ìjà láàrin wọn tí wọ́n fi délé nígbà tó délé nìjà míì tún lọ bẹ́ẹ̀lẹ̀ nulẹ̀ ìyẹn nígbà tí driver ò sí níbẹ̀. ṣé wá rí àwọn tó wá lè tàn mọ́lẹ̀ sí kinní ni àwọn tí wọ́n jọ ń gbélé àwọn tó ń wà nulẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wọn lọ́jọ́ yẹn àwọn náà lè tàn mọ́lẹ̀ sí kinní bí ẹni ìṣekú. ṣéjà ṣẹlẹ̀ nulẹ̀ wọ́n yọ ohun ìjà síra wọn ni wọ́n gúnra wọn ni àbí nǹkan ni. ọdún sìn wọ́n ní kò sí pé driver sọ pé bóyá nígbà tí ó fi ọwọ́ gbá gíláàsì kò sí pé bóyá ẹ̀jẹ̀ dà lẹ́nu mọ́tò ìkórè pé kó wọn máa nu ẹ̀jẹ̀ nu mọ́tò bóyá ọwọ́ rẹ̀ ya nígbà tí ó wà nu mọ́tò. gbà tó wá délé bó o ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe wá jẹ́ tẹ́jẹ̀ ṣe wá gbalẹ̀ kan débi pé wọ́n fi handkerchief wọ́n fi duvet nu.
ẹ̀yin o ẹ̀rí autopsy result interviewer.
orí interviewer yóò lè pè tó tó yẹn ọpọlọ kò ní làákàyè ni.
tí Wunmi aloba
Adébánjọ aloba tẹ́ ń pè yẹn ó sound something because.
ó ti ṣẹ̀ sí Jossy ò ní gbádùn ọkàn rí balẹ̀.
ẹni sọ ẹyẹ ń gbé padà ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ ká ibi tí mo fẹ́ gbọ́ gangan nìyẹn lámbà yẹn wà bẹ́ẹ̀.
ọwọ́ rẹ̀ ya nígbà tí ó wà nù mọ́tò. gbà tó wá délé bó o ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe wá jẹ́ tẹ́jẹ̀ ṣe wá gbalẹ̀ kan débi pé wọ́n fi handkerchief wọ́n fi duvet nu ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọ́n fi singlet inú ẹ̀jẹ̀. ṣẹ́rí lórí ètò yìí màá rọ Wunmi tí Wunmi aloba.
Adébánjọ aloba tẹ́ ń pè yẹn ó sound something because àfẹ́ introduction la ṣe.
irọ́ o.
ọjọ́ àkọ́kọ́ tí màá mú bàbá ẹ̀ nìyẹn.
introduction lẹ ṣe.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni nílẹ̀ Yorùbá mọ̀ ẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ ká tó ṣe ìpele kejì ìjọ àkọ́kọ́ tí màá mú bàbá ẹ̀ nìyẹn. ọ̀rọ̀ wà ń bẹ̀.
ìyẹn ni pé wọ́n ṣe introduction kò sí pé wọ́n ṣe court marriage àbí ẹ ṣe wedding.
Oh, advert wo tún lélẹ̀.
Once upon a time, there was a land plagued by blandness. Food had lost its flavor and there was
It's just to emphasize what Ogungbe wrote in his kini.
Bàtẹ́ lọ sanwó dáórì fún àwọn òbí ẹ̀ ṣé o ò sọ fún pé àwọn ti fún yín lọ́mọ pé àwọn ti gba dáórì ni.
ẹ ṣe kò sóhun tó ń pè ní pé àsanwó dáórì at least nílẹ̀ Yorùbá gbogbo kínní ló ní ètò tí a bá fẹ́ ṣe mọ̀ mi mọ̀ a lè lọ fún àkọ́kọ́ at least wọ́n á kọ list ẹnìkan ló máa negotiate n tẹ́ kọ́ wá ìpọ̀ o èyí kéré o.
ṣé Yorùbá máa ń negotiate ní àbí Igbo nígbà tó ṣe kan rí.
lọ́dúnrà tí máa ń wà ní introduction first àwa gba list yẹn wálé pé n tá a fẹ́ ṣe rèé o tó fi iwájú gbogbo àgbáyé mo ti sọ yìí ìjọ kan tí mo mọ bàbá ìṣojú nìyí so tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pé èèyàn ṣe engagement ó kéré jù á ríra lẹ́ẹ̀mejì.
ṣé kìí ṣe pé bóyá àwọn ìyá Mohbad ti lọ lẹ́yìn tí òun ò pè é.
pé ìyẹn àwọn yẹn wọ́n ṣe alọ́ba so alọ́ba kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tó lè ṣe kó má pè mí èèyàn pé kò pé èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí bàbá Mohbad wọn fẹ́ mi ní pé dúnàdúrà pé a fẹ́ fẹ́ ọmọ ẹ fún mi ní list a lọ fún introduction ṣùgbọ́n ìyàlẹ́nu ló jẹ́ fún mi nígbà tí mo rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí wọ́n mutí èrò pọ̀ inú pálọ̀ àti ṣe
pálọ̀
báyìí láti ṣe ohun tí a ṣe.
pálọ̀ ní ẹgbà tẹ́ǹtì lé lórí.
pálọ̀ ni wọ́n ka tẹ́ǹtì
àti ìsọdáwó ọmọ yẹn gangan ọ̀rọ̀ sì ń bẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ṣé rí ní ìgbà tí mo wá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ọmọ yìí pé ìgbà wo ló yanjú èyí tó kù ẹ̀gbọ́n tó sọ fún mi ó ní bàbá ọ̀rọ̀ ń bẹ nínú òun tóun ò sọ fún mi látijọ́ yìí ṣé á wò ó ní ìgbà tí òun wà pẹ̀lú Cynthia Adébánjọ pé ọmọ yìí gbé Indomie wọ́n fi oògùn sínú Indomie yẹn ìgbà tóun wá jẹ́ òun sùn ìyàwó òun á bọ́ sí yàrá kejì láti lọ́ọ́ máa bá ọkùnrin míì ṣàṣemáṣe
ilé kan náà.
ọjọ́ introduction náà ló sọ
kò
ilé.
tún
lọ́jọ́
ṣe
introduction ló
máìsí
dẹ̀
mọ́
ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mọ̀ yẹn pẹ̀lú oyún nú.
irú wo ló ń pa fún
kò
mi
tún ṣe máìsí.
orí ẹ̀ ò pé orí ẹ̀ ò pé orí ẹ̀ ò pé
ìyàwó ẹ̀ bọ́
jù
sí
gẹ́gẹ́ bí
ní ìwà
abiyamọ.
àtàwọn tẹjọ́ ń parọ́ òpè.
ìṣeun jẹ́jẹ́ ó ní ibi tó ti ń ṣe àṣemáṣe yẹn ó ní ẹnìyẹn náà ní olólùfẹ́ kan girlfriend ẹnìyẹn ló wá ká Cynthia mọ́bẹ̀ pé obìnrin yẹn ló wá sọ fún òun kò sọ fún mi látijọ́ ẹni òun ò lè ṣe ìyàwó pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ mọ́ ó lóun sọ fún ẹ̀gbọ́n òun tó ń jẹ́ ìbùkún alóńgẹ́ ìyẹn ti wà nílé ọkọ tiẹ̀ ó lóun sọ fún ìyá òun ó di méjì ó lóun sọ fún ọ̀rẹ́ òun tímọ́tímọ́ kan ó ń pè ní Michael mycin ó ṣì wà láyé ó dà wọn mẹ́ta ó ní èmi lẹ́ni kẹrin tó ń sọ fún ìdí nìyí tí ò sí ohun tó lè pa òun àti pé anything engagement.
Ìgbà tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń sọ tá à ń sọ yìí.
and she stayed in the house till the day he
Ìgbà tó
died.
sọ pé èèyàn kan ti ń bá ìyàwó
ó lè
òun
wà
sùn
àtàwọn
ní
tẹjọ́ ń
yàrá
parọ́
kan.
fúnra yín sí.
Ìyàwó ẹ̀ ti wà ní oyún gbà yẹn.
ṣe ìgbà tó sọ fún èmi lèmi gbọ́ ṣé mi pé kì í ṣe gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ náà ni máa ń sọ àkókò tó tí mo wá ìbéèmí ni mo lọ bí léèrè pé ẹ ṣeun tó yẹ kì í ṣe fowó ni ò sí ẹ ṣeun tó yẹ kó o ṣe ó ní bàbá tó ń fẹ́ ṣe mo ló ń ṣe yẹn wọn ò ní ṣe anything than that torí wípé ìgbẹ́ kínkínní
létí àwọn
létí àwọn
obìnrin
ìgbẹ́ kínkínní.
ojú bá kú ń bẹ ọkàn ní kú.
ara àwọn ohun tí mò ń sọ tí wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n defame aláṣẹ ìbọn bẹ́ẹ̀ o gbogbo tí mo dẹ̀ ń sọ yìí mò ń sọ mo tún sọ ẹlẹ́rìí now ẹni tó bá fẹ́ sọ pé mo defame wọ́n á ṣe paternity ọmọ yìí ìyẹn mo fi sọ pé kí ló ń wá ìdí mi ń kókó ọmọ yẹn fi ọmọ kan lẹ̀ bàbá wa nù ń wá ó ju bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
Bàbá wọn nígbà tẹ́ dé ibi tí ọmọ ìkú sí mo fẹ́ padà síbẹ̀ o wọn nígbà tẹ́ dé ibi tí olóògbé ọmọ ìkú sí Mohbad olóògbé ọmọ ni wọn nígbà tẹ́ dé ibi tó kú sí wọn ní next thing ni pé ẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ lọ́ọ̀yà rẹ̀ ẹ lọ ń béèrè pé ẹ fẹ́ mọ password YouTube ẹ fẹ́ mọ ẹ fẹ́ gba fóònù ẹ fẹ́ ṣe transfer lórí fóònù wọ́n ní ẹ tún béèrè kí kọ́kọ́rọ́ mọ́tò pé ẹ fẹ́ wa mọ́tò lọ sílé yín.
ayé onírọ̀ ò ní dá.
èpè nìyẹn o.
ó jọ mépè ni ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ni tó bá ti ń parọ́ ó ti ń ba ọ̀la ẹ̀ jẹ́ ó jọra wọn unexpected bí àkọ́bí mi ni Mohbad jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi ni ó kú the next
people ló fi blessing sí.
YouTube channel mo fẹ́ mọ̀ kíní kan channel mo fẹ́ mọ̀ till now mi tí ìmọ̀ bó ṣe ń open YouTube ẹ lọ gbọ́ sétí.
níbi pé ẹ mọ password.
lọ́ọ̀yà tí mi ò mọ̀ ni màá lọ bá. èyí náà ti
ayé onílé ò ní gbà.
yẹn ni pé ẹ mọ lọ́ọ̀yà náà tẹ́lẹ̀.
mi ò mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ sà fúnra rẹ̀ ló introduce ara ẹ̀ sí mi màá béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé dúkìá mo fẹ́ gbà ibi tí ẹ tún wá gbọ́dọ̀ lọ yẹn ọ̀rọ̀ wà ń bẹ. náà lẹ́yìn tí Mohbad kú èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí bàbá mo ń dúró lórí pé a fẹ́ mọ ikú tó pa ọmọ yìí kò pé oṣù 5 tí Adébánjọ pẹ̀lú àdúrà ó jẹ́ ọmọ bíbí inú tèmi wọ́n pàdé àbùkù wọ́n ní àwọn làwọn fẹ́ manage Mohbad estate.
kò yé mi o.
wọ́n ní àwọn ni ó tọ́ sí láti fún ní ogún Mohbad
lẹ́yìn oṣù mélòó.
kò pé oṣù 5 àwa sì ń wá ikú tó pa ní sá káàkiri mò ń rìn káàkiri náà ibi tí mo ti pe ìjọba orílẹ̀-èdè nìyí tí èèyàn bá kú ara àwọn suspect rèé o tó jẹ́ pé ogún olóògbé yẹn ló kọ́kọ́ lọ ọmọ yìí ní company tiẹ̀ wọ́n pè ní monetization mi ò béèrè anything nípa ẹ̀ now èyí tí ó ṣiṣẹ́ fún lọ́dọ̀ ọ̀gá rẹ̀ Naira Marley òun ni wọ́n gbé lọ sílé ẹjọ́ lóòótọ́ ọmọ yẹn ti gbé iléeṣẹ́ yẹn lẹ́jọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn lọ represent láì sí ọwọ́ mi ń bẹ.
wọ́n lọ represent ẹjọ́ tí.
wọ́n lọ represent ẹjọ́ yẹn pé àwọn làwọn ní ẹ̀tọ́ ṣé wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé lójú dúdú ni mí kápẹ́ńtà ni mí wọ́n ti pé mi ò mọ kankan so wọ́n ti lọ ìyẹn àdúrà Cynthia Adébánjọ àti Liam bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
wọ́n ti lọ pé àwọn fẹ́
wọ́n
gba
ti lọ pé àwọn fẹ́ gba royalty.
wọ́n lọ sí court.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọlọ́run ló ní màá kàn sọ jí mo ṣe gbọ́n sí kò tí ì ju oṣù mẹ́ta ni mo bá ránṣẹ́ sílé pé ẹ gbà mí o àwọn ẹbí wá jókòó nígbà tó ń jókòó wọ́n bá arrange pé wọ́n á gbé lọ́ọ̀yà tì mí pé kí lọ́ọ̀yà yìí o lọ́ọ̀yà ẹbí eléyìí o ó lọ sí court ìgbẹ́ni lọ́ọ̀yà ṣe wá kọ ìwé sí court pé ẹbí ò rán àwọn tó wà ní níṣẹ́ o a ṣe wà lórí ẹjọ́ yìí náà ìyá tó bí Mohbad nígbà tí ẹjọ́ yìí lọ wọ́n detect ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ pé allegedly wípé Cynthia Adébánjọ NIN tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ó pé méjì ó pé mẹ́ta ẹ wá ṣe hà
léèyàn kan
ìkan ó kárí Alọ́ba ìkejì ó kárí Adébánjọ mi wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ lórí yìí
ṣó possible ni.
yẹ mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà la wà Nàìjíríà la wà ṣebí ohun tí ò tọ́ sí ló fẹ́ gbà ohun tó wá tún dùn mí tí mi rẹ̀ ń jẹ́ kó dùn mí ni ìyá olóògbé nígbà tó di pé àṣírí tí NIN ti ń tú wọ́n bá lọ gbé ìyá olóògbé dìde ohun tó burú tí ìyá bá béèrè pé ohun tí ọmọ òun fi sílẹ̀ sáyé ló ń kọ́ ṣùgbọ́n ìrìn tó ń rìn àwọn tó yẹ kó béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ òun ló ń tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn àwọn tó yẹ kó tẹ̀lé òun lẹ́yìn òun máa ń tẹ̀lé àwọn yẹn lẹ́yìn ṣe mọ̀ pé àwọn olóyè kan máa mọ́mí báwo la yẹ kọ́ máa súnmọ́ òun ló wá ń súnmọ́ àwọn yẹn ó ṣe wá gbèrò wá pé òun ní interest nípa ogun Mohbad kò sóhun tó burú ń bẹ̀ èmi tí ẹ̀ ń wò yìí ohun tó jẹ mí lógún ni wípé kí ohun tí Mohbad múlẹ̀ kó má parun ẹ bí mo ṣe ń bọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan gbogbo àwọn ará àdúgbò ló ti ń kí mi now owó Mohbad ó wà ṣùgbọ́n iyì Mohbad ńkọ́ tí owó bá tán iyì ńkọ́ tí a máa lè torí ohun tá a fẹ́ jẹ ká gba ohun tá a fẹ́ jẹ́jẹ́ láyé so ìyá Mohbad wá wíwá ẹ̀ ò lè ogún ọmọ ẹ̀ ní ó lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ sí náà àjọ bí ní èmi ní bàbá òun ní ìyá ibi tó wá burú sí ni pé nígbà tó máa kọ orúkọ ìrọ̀lẹ́ mi lọ́kọ àárọ̀ náà ó wá fi orúkọ tèmi sí ìgbẹ̀yìn ó ní Mrs. Alọ́ba Ọmọlúyì Alọ́ba ẹjọ́ ṣé wọ́n lè trace irú orúkọ yẹn nínú NIN so àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ wọ̀nyẹn ó desperate jẹ́ kí n lo òyìnbó tí mo fi káfíńtà ní mí ó desperate pé irú èèyàn wo èyí tó bá kọ orúkọ ẹ̀ mú tó jẹ́ gangan Mrs. Ọmọlúyì o Abọ́sẹ̀dé o ó sì jẹ́ ìyá kanú fẹ́ sọ pé ìwọ kọ́ ni ìyá Mohbad ṣùgbọ́n kí wọ́n máa pẹ́ kọ́rọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá mo ní sàn láàrin
ajé ni mo
pẹ́ kọ́rọ́.
Unwrap joy, unleash taste.
ara àwọn angles mo fẹ́ kí ìjọba kó wò oṣù márùn-ún wọ́n ti ń pọ̀ ṣù ohun tó ní káàkiri Mohbad sọ fún mi pé nǹkan lé o ìyẹn kọ́ là ń sọ ó ní mọ́tò ìyẹn kọ́ là ń sọ ó ní iléeṣẹ́ tiẹ̀ o mi ò béèrè kankan èyí tí mo join torí pé wọ́n ti ń pọ̀ ṣù ẹ̀ ni mo ní láti tètè bí ẹbí àwa ṣe meeting àwa ní lọ́ọ̀yà yìí ó lọ represent ẹbí if not because the main demonetization mi ò béèrè kankan di àárọ̀ láì ó ń pọ́dún mẹ́ta lọ báyìí òde lomi akọ̀dún sẹ́ ogundọ̀ mẹ́rin fẹ́ jẹ́ ọmọ kan tó tún ṣófi sílẹ̀ àbánú ń béèrè paternity ohun tí ó pa Mohbad ni mo ń béèrè ìwákùwà náà wà kan tó sọnù o tí n bá sọ pé àlè ló pa Mohbad mo mọ tí mò ń sọ o ó jọ gàté kò jọ gàté o ọmọ tó gbé dání kan ṣe DNA ẹ ò kí n mọ̀ bóyá tèmi àbí tèmi kọ́ ọmọ yìí tó dolóògbé ló ti sọ pé wọ́n ń lé òun ta ló ń lé alẹ́ lè máa lé ọkọ ẹgbà míì ó lè máa lé ọkọ ìyá Mohbad gan náà ń ka níbi tí ìyàwó àti ọkùnrin kan lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì ìyá Mohbad ó náà ń rí pa kan nínú lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì pẹ̀lú gbogbo tí mò ń sọ yìí kò sí tí mò ń rí títí bẹ́ẹ̀ bàbá yẹn ń sọ pé kó ṣe DNA.
jẹ́ nǹkan kọ́kọ́ gbé yẹn sẹ́yìn.
tí èlò tún rí
immunization mi ò bí mọ́tò ìyẹn kọ́ là ń sọ òun nílé iṣẹ́ tiẹ̀ o ìbéèrè kankan èyí tí mo join torí pé wọ́n ti ń pọ̀ ṣú ẹ̀ ni mo ní láti tètè bí ẹbí àwa ṣe meeting náà wá ní lọ́ọ̀yà yìí ó lọ represent ẹbí if not because the main immunization mi ò béèrè kankan di àárọ̀ láì ó ń pọ́dún mẹ́ta lọ báyìí torí ẹlòmíì akọ̀dún sẹ́ ogúndọ̀ mẹ́rin fẹ́ jẹ́ ọmọ kan tó tún sófi sílẹ̀ bàbá náà ń béèrè paternity ohun tí ó pa Mohbad ni mò ń béèrè ìwákùwà náà wà kan tó sọnù o tí n bá sọ pé àlè ló pa Mohbad mo mọ tí mò ń sọ o ó jọ gàté kò jọ gàté o ọmọ tó gbé dání kan ṣe DNA ẹ ò kí n mọ̀ bóyá tèmi nàbí tèmi kọ́ kọ́mọ yìí tó dolóògbé ló ti sọ pé wọ́n ń lé òun ta ló ń lé alẹ́ lè máa lé ọkọ ẹgbà míì ó lè máa lé ọkọ ìyá Mohbad gan náà ń ka níbi tí ìyàwó àti ọkùnrin kan lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì ìyá Mohbad ó náà ń rí pa kan nínú lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì pẹ̀lú gbogbo tí mò ń sọ yìí kò sí tí mò ń rí títí bẹ́ẹ̀ bàbá yẹn ń sọ pé kó ṣe DNA lálágbèrè bá ń rún lójú kan àmì ló fẹ́ mú jáde o ikú Mohbad ni mò ń wá o ọ̀tọ̀ ní paternity ọkọ ní ikú Mohbad àwa ikú Mohbad dé DNA torí kò yí ẹ̀pẹ̀lẹ̀ kí ló wá DNA fún ẹjọ́ a lè sùn ká kọrí síbì kan náà bẹ́ẹ̀ni ikú Mohbad ló wá o ó lọ́wọ́ nú o
ẹ̀yin rò pé bóyá torí kó ti béèrè pé ta ni bàbá ọmọ ikú ṣe pa ni.
ó jọ ìyẹn mo sọ pé.
Sorry. Let me quickly put on back the Bluetooth. Ó ti kú. Okay.
Bluetooth mode.
Tudu. Ẹni sùúrù máa lọ.
ẹ má lọ gbọmúlé láńtà o.
a rí lórí ìjókòó bọ́mọdé bá gorí òrùlé ó lè má rí ṣé jẹdẹjẹdẹ máa ń jẹ kan kó dákẹ́ ni ó lè mú ẹni tí ẹ má jẹ́ kí n máa ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ yìí.
ẹ̀sọ́ kí gbogbo aráyé gbọ́.
òun náà mo tún ti ń repeat ẹ̀ tí ẹ bá dórí YouTube mo gbé síbẹ̀ má jà gbọ́kọ́ wọ́n wá gbé yẹn wọ́n ní mo defame what do you mean by defame ọmọ tèmi kú mò ń béèrè ikú tó pa òrí ọ̀rọ̀ sọ ó ní kí n lọ́rùn they have killed the nigger who are the niggers bóyá àwọn àlè ní niggers gbọ́ àlejò ẹjọ́ who are the niggers mi ò mọ̀ tún mọ́ ẹ̀mí who are the niggers kí wọ́n máa sọ pé ọmọ díẹ̀ killed the niggers láì ṣe pé bí ẹ̀kì í ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá.
Ẹsí àdínkù rẹ̀.
Ní òbí láyé, ó ní bàbá láyé, wọn ò pè é sí kọ̀rọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ ẹ̀ṣọ́ bá mi.
ẹsẹ̀ ìtọ́jú àpẹẹrẹ rẹ̀ ni àbí ó kọ̀.
Alówó defamation wà á san.
Ó ní wọ́n dì pé mu ẹ.
Wà á sanwó defamation yìí.
Ejò tí bá mọ̀ tún mọ̀ niggers, let me know. Who are the niggers? They have killed the niggers. Take your trophy. Wọ́n ní tó kọ sórí ojú òpó ẹ̀ ní. The niggers. Wọ́n ti ń na ọmọ ìrìn. Ó competition. Ìjọba ò gbé ìgbésẹ̀ lórí ẹ̀.
Ǹjẹ́ àwọn tí Mohbad sọ fún yín pé wọ́n lé òun yìí ṣé àwọn record label tó ń bá ṣiṣẹ́ ni àbí àwọn àlè ẹ̀yìn rò?
Èmi rò sí àlè.
Kí ni ìdí?
Ẹ ṣe nígbà tí ikú dé yìí mo pè wákùwà mo wá sùn èmi à ń sọ pé ọmọ ilé ìpè mí gbà kan o tó ní wọ́n léwu o tèmi náà ni kó máa bọ̀ o tó bá yẹ pé ẹnìkan ló ń lé ẹ máa bọ̀ ní Kòròdú o ibi mo tẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ pé kó máa gbé Kòròdú ń dádì òun ti ra lé síbí ibi yìí lòún gbé wọ́n léwu o òun gbọ́dọ̀ lọ kọrin ibì kan o alẹ́ lè máa lè.
kí ni tẹ́yìn ṣe rò sálì tẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe rò sí ilé iṣẹ́.
ẹ ṣe ní àkókò kan èdè àìyedè wà pẹ̀lú àti ọ̀gá rẹ̀ nínú èdè àìyedè yẹn mo rí clearly pé ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ bí ó nídìí kí n lọ tọrọ àforíjì ní àkókò yẹn èmi ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé wọ́n ká ohùn mi sílẹ̀.
Allahu Akbar.
á ṣẹlẹ̀ tí àwọn kan wá sílé tó bá ti ń gbọ́ oríṣiríṣi information pa èèyàn wọ́n lè wá pé ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wò ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ síbẹ̀ agbóhùn ti mọ̀ pé ibi tí wọ́n ti ń kọrin táwọn oníjó bá wà àwọn máa mú gbogbo yẹn kò lè ṣaláì má sí bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ní wọ́n wá ibi ọ̀gá ẹ̀ gan tó jẹ́ Naira Marley kò sí ilé ọmọ yìí máa ń pariwo ẹ gbà mí o tí nǹkan bá ṣe mí o ọ̀gá ò ní kán mú o ó lo èdè yẹn
ìyẹn ọ̀gá ò dẹ̀ sí nílé.
ní ìgbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn máa jẹ́ lọ tó jẹ́ bọ̀ ṣe mọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tó jáde lẹ́nu ẹ̀ ó ti bà oríṣiríṣi nǹkan jẹ́ pé tí nǹkan bá ṣe ń wo
lágbájá nìkan mú.
wá gbéra gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọba tó fẹ́ kó da fọ́mọ òun wọ́n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fọ́gà ẹni tó bá tiẹ̀ ní ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ mú ìrìn yẹn láti jẹ́ kí ìrẹ́pọ̀ ó wà.
gẹ́gẹ́ bí abiyamọ.
ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àkókò yẹn nìyẹn ẹlòmíà pàdé lílọ gbé fún ni bàbá ti lọ ń bẹ Naira Marley o bàbá ti lọ ń ṣe gbá o ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìgbà tí ò sí ìyapa. náà
ní èyí ò sì fẹ́ kí ìyapa ó wà ẹ fẹ́ kí wọ́n yára wọn.
nígbà tí n bá rí i pé ọmọ tí mo bí Ọlọ́run ti ń gbọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ sókè tú ẹnìkan ayọ̀ ló jẹ́ fún mi olórin lèmi ṣé èmi mọ̀ wípé mo lè di báyìí mi ò lérò ẹ ọmọ tí ó wá jogún orin yẹn lára mi ó wá ń di ẹni tí gbogbo àgbáyé ń pọ́nlé ṣé mọ̀ pé ìwúrí ló jẹ́ fẹ́mi ìwúrí ló jẹ́ fún mi ẹ̀bẹ̀ yẹn ni mo lọ bẹ̀ ìfọ́nrán yìí làwọn èèyàn wá ń pín kiri ó ti lọ bá Naira Marley o ti now ilé àti Naira Marley àríra ti now èmi àti ẹ̀ àríra.
lẹ́yìn ìgbà tẹ́ ẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ lọ bẹ̀.
tí a ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ tí mo ti lọ bẹ̀ ẹ́ ìjọ kan tí mo tún fẹ́ di pé bóyá ọ̀rọ̀ fẹ́ jọ mọ́ra wọn tí mo fẹ́ lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀ ìjọ ẹ̀ mo lọ sọ́dọ̀ ọmọ mi púpọ̀ lọ́kì ní dádì mo lọ sọ́dọ̀ ọ̀gá òun ṣé kò sí Cynthia ó sáré wá bá mi pé ó ń bínú o ìbínú ló ń bá lọ o lọ pé wá fún mi ó ti lọ kò pé wákàtí kan ló wá ní wọ́n jà ń bí o wọ́n ní kí sáré débẹ̀ ìgbà tí màá fi débẹ̀ mo pàdé ọmọ mi lọ́nà ni onídàdì kí n ká lọ lé ẹ jẹ́ ká kí n tiẹ̀ dán nínú o kí n má yọjú o ajá wà ń bẹ o kíní kan wà ń bẹ o bá padà sílé ìyẹn ní bá fi jẹ́ ẹ̀kejì kì í ṣe bóyá mi ò ní Naira Marley lẹ́ẹ̀mejì o mo rí ní ìgbà torí gbà mo lọ bẹ̀bẹ̀ yẹn màá bẹ̀bẹ̀ tẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta ṣe pé mo rí náà nìyẹn ṣùgbọ́n that second time mi ò rí sójú ti now àti ìríra.
pàtó ọlọ́pàá tí o rí.
bí ìrìn àjò yẹn bó ṣe rí nìyẹn.
to be continue olóyìnbó òfò ok ẹ̀yin guys ẹ jọ ẹ máa fún mi 10 minutes mo fẹ́ fi nǹkan hàn yẹn ẹ jẹ́ n kọ́kọ́ pause lè kí n transfer bluetooth yẹn ẹ jẹ́ bá a pa tap bàbá ẹ̀ pa pẹpẹ rọ irọ́ ẹ̀yọ kan.
Bàbá máa bá wa wá ní gáàsì yẹn lọ.
kí Mohbad ṣáàjọ kó bá wa fún Jossy lọ́rùn pa.
ok fẹ́ sáré transfer bluetooth yẹn sí another phone kí n fi nǹkan hàn wá. bàbá yẹn pa pẹ́pẹ́ rọ́.
they kill the nigga take your trophy Jossy bí àṣà take your trophy.
ẹ má bínú Jimmy kẹ́ tó play ẹ jọ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí order of mandamus lánàá.
mo sọ fún yín pé inú àwẹ̀ Ramadan mo ní àwẹ̀ pé Salah máa wà that period now. Àwọn tó ń
àmọ́
ṣe order
bọ̀
of
so ṣé wọ́n ti wá defy ni àbí wọ́n ti.
no, I think they would talk to their legal counsels to choose another date.
Okay, so because gbogbo pọ̀pọ̀ ṣìnṣìn tó ń lọ tẹ̀ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ bàbá onípátákópá.
Bàbá ẹ pẹ́ ẹ̀rọ. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. Mo fẹ́ play láti this is Arise TV. Mo máa play video. This video is 25 minutes. Mo fẹ́ play láti 16 minutes.
Start from. They said you were wearing your son's clothes.
Let me answer that
They
one.
said you were trying to also release music, a song. You two suddenly became a singer with a promoter, saying that you are a musician too. So these three major issues: DNA, your attitude as a Yoruba father, and then whether you have taken any steps to sue the people you are accusing of homicide.
I did not have any bad mind with anyone. Let me start with the clothes. When my son was alive, we normally buy clothes.
Gure pẹ̀lẹ́ o throwback lélẹ́yìí o.
Since when he died, I never enter his house for anything. There's nothing like wearing his son clothes. That one is.
Ẹ wo throwback Jossy sí present Jossy ti gbẹ tán bí ajé fọlọ.
The DNA aspect, a lot of things have revealed to me that make me doubt the plans. Now, one of his closer friend, said the fight on that day they go to show. The complaint my son was complaining is the paternity of that boy, that he was doubting that boy. Another thing is this: when we started something on Corona, she mentioned that simply because the placenta was not given to me, and those are the angles that make me say, okay, that means the placenta,
the placenta will go to the father of the child.
Yes,
it's not to the grandfather.
You know, in Ireland there's nowhere to bury the placenta. He called me on phone, said that he delivered a baby and the placenta is with him. And I said, okay, we are this. I mean, the street is not.
Ireland in
expecting you to bring the placenta. It was few minutes. I now call him. Where is the placenta? They just say, the placenta have been given to my mother. You know, that is the.
No, the person who buries the placenta is the owner of the child.
Yeah, that is it.
So in-laws don't bury placenta. They will give the placenta to the father.
What I'm trying to say, the placenta was not given to him.
So who took the placenta away?
That's the question.
Okay. So. No, he has not finished. Okay. He has not finished. So this placenta issue, the other one about you also singing and
that singing aspect. I'm a musician, but many doesn't know. I taught him how to sing, Mohbad, because I'm a carpenter. I'm a musician. We normally sing whenever we are doing our carpentry work.
Are you suing anybody? Have you sued?
No, nobody. So, by singing after his death, that is the only way I can explain my feelings.
Okay, so you've always been a musician before,
yes.
So a lot of people are saying, why was it after his death that you wanted to capitalize on the fame after his death? Why didn't you? I mean, it will have been good for you, the father and son, Mohbad and Mohbad's father, to release a collaboration before he died.
Yes, we have something like that.
Oh, you have it recorded
already? We have something like that, but in his own way, he just said, Daddy, let me remove your voice. There was a song that you render, say, I will exalt you, Lord. I composed it.
So you and Mohbad had signed the song together?
Yes.
Secondly,
composer, you are the composer, we exalt you, Lord.
Have you guys been able to be successful in doing a DNA test? What will it take to do that DNA test? Do you have DNA swabs of Mohbad? It's already passed now, to be able to also get the swabs of the child and juxtapose both of them.
The government has really done us a kind of, has given us that opportunity. which could lapse anytime. The body is still under corona, and body under corona, at least nobody could have access.
Téèyàn bá ń worú picture yìí fídíò yìí ó yẹ kí gòrò exim máa sọ pé inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Gòrò exim obi tó bá rí alẹ́ ajé. Look at how your face was before.
Grace is what the walking Halloween.
Good. Ó wá déyàn tó jẹ́ pé face mask ó ń lò without Ebola. Oh God.
A tún lọ gòjú sójú.
Ká máa bá ṣò lọ.
So when are you guys going to be able to take Liam's swab and continue the DNA?
The thing is this. To have access to the court, we need a court order. So an application has been made to the court since February. No sitting, not assigned to any judge. It has just been there.
What's the substance of the application?
The substance of the application is carrying out the DNA.
You are still insisting on the DNA?
Yes.
Yeah, but is someone who may agreeing to the DNA?
He's not agreeing. That's why she even made a request that she needed a court order.
But DNA cannot be determined by placenta. That's Yoruba tradition.
No. It's a different thing. The thing is this. What gave Baba the suspicion that, okay, there is a friend of Mohbad that they went to the show together. When he was giving his narrative at the inquest, he said, while they were coming on the way, that Mohbad said, I only slept with you once and you came back to tell me you were pregnant.
Biologically, if you sleep with a woman once, she can get pregnant.
But some statement could be implicating.
No, that one is not implicating. You sleep with a woman once, she can get pregnant.
I understand you. There is a fact from there. Now, another one is this. When he told the father, no, but the man has never had any thought on the placenta. She came to the
3 reasons why your iPhone is always running out of storage. Stop doing this.
This was when Grace was enjoying his 15-minute fame. He was feeling like King Kong. This was when Grace was enjoying his 15-minute fame.
Yes, so kò mọ̀ pé trailer máa ṣì gbalé ẹ̀ kọjá.
That's when she started.
Let's remove the placenta matter. That's cultural implication. Okay. So you want to get a court order to be able to get to do a DNA, right? That's what you want. Those are your requests. Secondly, what about his property as we speak?
The property is for now I did not have any access to it.
What about the talk that you are fighting her because of his property?
That's capital. No, well, I didn't have it. That's not.
So you've never made any move
at all.
Why you're keen on this DNA? Is it because of the property or because you want to know the truth?
It's because I want to know the truth.
Not because of the property.
No.
In a case where whatever happens in the DNA, would you still ensure that Wunmi is taking care of as Mohbad's wife while he was alive?
In that case, they did not have any what do you call it?
Hey Joe. Why I played this thing is because of this place. 23 minutes, 32 seconds. Or 23 minutes, 30 seconds. So people, you can go and check this on Arise TV. New interview here also, there was nothing like what? Dowry. There was nothing like dowry. But my Bobby by you. Saying.
Ensure that Wunmi is taking care of as Mohbad's wife while he was alive?
In that case, they did not have any, what do you call it? Their marriage was just...
Were they legally married?
No.
There was no legally binding marriage?
It was a traditional marriage.
It was a traditional marriage.
Yes.
Which was a customary marriage. Just as valid as any other form of marriage.
No matter the form of marriage is, no matter the marriage, whatever happens, the DNA, why is existing, it's just because of motive.
Okay, so you want your DNA, number one, and you still feel that the circumstances around his death is shrouding a lot of misery.
Yes.
So you want to go to court as regards that?
Yes.
And private hospital.
If I even demand for
the father is demanding and applied for private.
So you want a private autopsy. So 3 requests. Thank you so much. I think we got to.
Well, the official autopsy already says, given the time.
I'm not satisfied.
Looking at the circumstances, because we've even verified from the lab in US, NMS, Pennsylvania. They said they never received any sample of such name.
Okay. So it's still a developing story.
A developing story that
As a father, are you not worried that the spirit of your son has not been properly laid to rest?
I'll be worried. And what's exactly that delay me now? I want the facts to know the cause of the death and to know the patterns of the boy that's in left.
So if this matter goes on for the next 1 year, it doesn't matter to you?
Yeah, for me, because this, my son, before he died, there's a lot of things that...
Emma Cairo, in this new interview, Taiwo, before this one, he said it was only introduction. In Arise TV, he said it was a traditional marriage. It was a traditional marriage. So that Emma wo there's this interview Rich Gracilo. That was the one that they asked him that was bride price, was there a dowry paid? He said yes. Ejo Ewoni, where what interview was that one? Ento Baronti? Mayor, can you remember?
Not really, I can't. But there was one that he still did with African TV that he said he paid the dowry, and there was one he even did that said Yamo Logba. Yeah. So it also saw pé Yamo Logba list because on saw this pé wọ́n gba list. Tó sọ pé even nínú ìbẹ́pẹ tí Yamo rà àwọn kan ti bàjẹ́ nínú.
God, as in. And they would think we would always forget these things. As he say,
yeah, Oríyọmí ló ti sọ yẹn.
Okay. Mo lè máa gbé gbogbo show ìwálé ẹ má worry tó bá di ọ̀la. What I'm going to do is that I'll now bring all of them side by side. Eléyìí sọ pé kò introduction nìkan ni òun ò san dowry. Ìkan wà tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní wọ́n san dowry ó kù díẹ̀. Half dowry. Ìkan wà tó jẹ́ pé ìyá Mohbad ló gba list ló rà bẹ́pẹ́. There's another one tó sọ pé yes mo san dowry. So we'll bring everyone together and
then
people should see that.
Oríyọmí wọ́n gba 10 Prado 200,000 each. Wọ́n tún ṣe kan lọ́dọ̀ Oyinmomo.
Ọ̀dọ̀ Oríyọmí ló ti confirm ẹ̀ pé àwọn ṣe àwọn sọ bride price.
So wá ní Prado mẹ́wàá
ló gba list lọ́lọ́ ra ẹrù ìyàwó pé tọ́ra ìgbẹ́pẹ tí ó pọ̀n àbí tó ti bàjẹ́ àti òkúta.
Lẹ́yìn tó ṣe pẹ̀lú Bukky ó tún ṣe kan pẹ̀lú Bukky
ṣe máa mọ̀ nǹkan tá a máa ṣe after the whole thing a máa gbé original video yẹn jáde ibi tó ti tẹ́ tent táwọn Dàmọ́lá lifestyle ti wọ native tó mú mint note dání tó máa ṣe ibi tí Jossy ti ń ṣàdúrà fún yàwó a máa gbé gbogbo ẹ̀ jáde.
Ẹ kalẹ̀ o lágbájá ẹ kalẹ̀ gbogbo lé o stagini o everybody o ẹ kalẹ̀ o comment section kalẹ̀ Ọlọ́run Jossy wọ́n tún jẹ́ kí n wá sókè báyìí Ọlọ́run. This guy is just a mother effer.
Sister Temi, padà sí big screen so that I'm actually compile on videos.
Lágbájá ìjọ mi fẹ́ sọ àwọn interview tí màá bá wa jáde lọ́la yẹn. There was one that he spoke to Bukky that was quite popular where Bukky was blaming him that ìgbà tí ọmọ yín sọ fún yín pé ó máa fi nǹkan sóúnjẹ kí ló lè tẹ́ fi lọ tọrọ ẹ̀ because Jossy was saying now in this video that it was after that introduction according to him that his son confided in him. When there is an interview, a call-in show where Bukky was practically dragging him that oh bàbá gbà tí mo pò sorúkọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún yín ṣé kí ló tẹ́ fi wá lọ tọrọ ẹ̀ ṣọmọ yẹn lògùn fún yín ni amú yẹn sọ̀rọ̀. And Jossy, in case you don't know, on this part, we used to call you a nickname, introduction that lead to engagement. And how did we arrive at that name? Anyway, let's go. Oman saw all the time. Wá sọ pé introduction pé yọ ní pọkọ fẹ́ ṣe ń bò kẹ́lẹ́ ni o. Ìgbà tó débẹ̀ èrò pọ̀, wọ́n daṣọ sí ẹ lọ́rùn, wọ́n ṣe gbá, wọ́n ṣàwo, wọ́n ti ra nǹkan, ìyá Mohbad ló kún ló pa. I don't understand now. You need to pick a struggle. I don't know because ó ti sọ̀rọ̀ jù. And you are not keeping track on the things you said. You said a lot. You said introduction lead to engagement, and you said even Buki asked you only you said it now. You told African TV they are recording for this. And again, ó tún sọ pé o mọ wọn tó ń nọmọ ẹ tó ń lé ọmọ ẹ. I remember vividly you talked about how there was an episode when somebody came to your home to tell you that they've beat your son, there was blood all over his body, and it was Naira people that beats up your son. And when you wanted to go and comfort them, you said,
wọ́n ti mọ̀nà mi
Daddy,
tán dájú ẹja máa lọlé wọ́n ti nà mí tán.
See, honestly, I don't know, Jossy, to be honest, shame on you, honestly. You just spit on the suffering of your son when he was alive. You spit on his memory. So a day can come that, Jossy, because you want to go against your daughter-in-law, you are now covering up for the atrocity that the like of Sam Larry and Naira Marley committed. There are videos everywhere. In fact, the reason why Nigerians were agitated and why they were angry at the Malian record was because of that video that circulated as at the time of the death of Mohbad. So for a father who claimed to love his son to now come out to say the anger of Nigerians towards that video is not justified, because that's what you are saying, that their anger towards that video is not justified. Pé kí ló dán bínú sí fún, pé wọn kò ń ṣe record label ló ń jalaya, kò ń ṣe record label. When there are interviews that this boy talked about his record label, how they cancelled him, and Yorùbá máa ń pòwe kan pé èèyàn tó bá gba ẹ̀jẹ̀ lẹ́nu èèyàn ó ready láti pààyàn nítorí ọ̀nà ẹnu ni ọ̀nà ọ̀run. If you a breadwinner of a family, especially for a family like yourself, and the only way this boy was getting a source of income was practically blocked, is the easiest way for that person to go into depression or even by himself. In fact, his best friend, who is Bella Shmurda, talked about his struggle, talked about how he was blackballed, how he was... There is a video where they were on set with Zlatan, and Sam Larry came on set to chase him out with canes and everything. So you are not saying a father...
Benin, there was this interview where Bella Shmurda said he nearly by
Of
himself. He
course,
wanted
yes,
to
that
jump. It
he
was his
nearly
wife
off
that
himself
came
then.
to call them.
Yeah. So you are not saying that, oh no, all those things that those people are saying, probably they are hallucinating, it never happened. You are not talking about a so-called Ali. A so-called Ali that, oh no, all those things that they said the record label did, they didn't actually do it, is an unknown Ali that is doing it. Jossy, I spit on you, honestly. You are a disgrace to the memory of your child, to the suffering of your son. You've practically taken away the voice of your son, honestly. In fact, I'm not angry at you. I feel sorry for you, honestly. I feel sorry for you because you look and you sound pathetic, honestly. Okay, you said Mohbad, he came to the court and she was came to put her name. Ìyẹn ló pa Mohbad ni. Ìyẹn ló pa Mohbad ni. And this interview we just watched with Abati, you said you are making application to the court to request for permission to go and do your own autopsy and for DNA. Okay, this application was later granted to you. Have you ever for once referred to that autopsy result that you so-called prayed to the court for? Have you? No, you've not, because agenda must agenda. You also said that, oh, the drivers never said anything about the blood. Jossy, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So you said the driver never said about any blood, Jossy. Oh, they be rojo àti sùn. Ṣé ìwọ ló mú kọ́kọ́rọ́ ikú lọ́wọ́ ni? Do you show o dájọ́ fún ìwọ ló máa ṣé ìwọ ló bá dájọ́ ọjọ́ tí ikú máa dé ni? tó bá dé ó dé náà nìyẹn. Ṣé ìwà pálapàla, ìwà játijàti òun ló fẹ́ kí ikú kó ká mọ́ ẹ lọ́wọ́? You said you saw pool of blood though, but all of a sudden your memory evaporated. Hey God, I beg you. Your memory evaporated and you never even deem it fit to tell all the 100 persons, according to you say when you go to the house, bam bam, and you think there will be a pool of blood in a house, say bam bam, and nobody will raise an alarm. Are you for real? Are you kidding me? And you said they gave them letter, they gave them notes, doctor report, blah, blah, blah. They should take the corpse back to the house. You think if Wunmi was covering anything, they would keep that corpse for you to come and see? They would have already buried the corpse. What would you do? If they had anything they were covering, they don't even need to bring it back home. So you think they will have a day-old body that has passed away a day before, and they will bring it to the house to the glare of hundreds of persons? Talon so gibrish fun awaka we mi ba ori wa shanu bi bai soro won illiterate won shagala to wa lodo e. Those are the people. Look at the interview. Look at the difference between the Abati interview and that guy that looked like somebody who works in a bakery. Look at the difference. The difference is so alarming. It shows that there's a difference between journalists and people that just decide to go and set up one or two places to say granting interview. Look at the way Abati, look at the way they flawed you. They were asking you sound questions. You couldn't even hold like your ground. Jossy one suku. Oh, eba biri. Yakpai di nigga. Eba biri. And you also said, on 15 persons, to one lenye, won le sọ kíní kan Jossy, ìgbà tí wọ́n lọ sí Corona, ṣé wọ́n lọ ń ka Quran bẹ́ẹ̀ ni? Ṣé wọ́n lọ ń sọ Calabar bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tẹ́ pé ò fi gbọ́? I don't understand. From the beginning of the Corona inquest up until the end, you were attended the Corona now, because you are telling the interviewer now as if no, all those people in the house, they were never invited to say the side of their story. Jossy. And you didn't think you didn't think that it's right for you to tell the interviewer that wọ́n wá sí court o, kódà wọ́n pe nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn sọ báyìí, kò sọ báyìí, bó tẹ̀. You get what I'm saying? It shows that you are intentionally omitting the important part of this case. And you think the Lagos states are going to respond to you? They are not going to respond to you, man. Wọ́n ní dé lóhùn, Jossy. Because you know the game you are playing, and people who are more intelligent than you, that are not blinded by sentiment, they know the game you are playing. All the important part of this story, you are purposely omitting it. You never spoke about what the 15 persons in the house, what they talked about. You never talked about what the nurse talked about. You never talked anything about what the police talked. You never talked about what your own autopsy that you prayed to the court for, that you got and you did with thousands of dollars. You never talked about it. And you think they will answer you, boy, go sit your ass down. Nobody's going to pay attention to you. You can cry them a golden river. There are children who are in the bush now. People don't even know their fate. Little kids. Nigeria have more fishes to fry. Go sit your house down. Nigeria doesn't start and end with the family of Joseph Aloba. You get what I'm saying, Jossy? So you can cry us a golden river. We have more important and pressing issues to attend to in Nigeria. Àwọn òbí àwọn ọmọ yẹn tí wọ́n lọ àwọn àjọmọ̀gbé tí wọ́n gbé, they don't even know their fate. Bóyá wọ́n máa rí ọmọ wọn mọ́ o, bóyá wọ́n ní rí ọmọ mọ́ o, wọ́n mọ anything. The government, they don't even pay 1/4 of the attention they paid to your son, to these kids. And you think the world will stand still because Joseph Aloba wants to talk, because Joseph Aloba wants to use the media, you want to use the government to fight his daughter-in-law. You must be crazy, Jossy. Cry us a golden river. Sokun Sabo. be jumping from one media house to the other. Ìwọ ló lẹ́sẹ̀ ò níṣẹ́, ó ti sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ di arọ́nsì, ó sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ di arọ́kèsè. Àwọn fatherless children yẹn tó wà lórí TikTok, àwọn ló ń bú ẹ̀, àwọn ló raṣọ sí ẹ lọ́rùn, and that's why you have the time to be jumping around from one media house to the other, opening your mouth saying all sorts of badadash. Ó fẹ́ jọ ọmọ nù sórí Tọ́mẹ́lá bridge, ó fẹ́ ṣe ìyẹn ló pa Mohbad. Because you know within yourself that this particular lie of Prime Boy has been discredited. There've been a clarification on it, but because potato must potato now, you must say put salt and sugar. That is why you keep holding on to all these wrong narratives. And you think people who are learned, people who have their brain intact, they are going to pay attention to all that. They will know that it's just normal family rivalry. It's just family squabble. They're not going to answer you, Jossy. It means suffering. In case I want to, the only thing people will do, Baba to someone, but that you think that the Nigerian police, they will lose their sleep over this? You got to be kidding me. And it's not going to stop the defamation case. You are still going to answer to you. So you can do whatever you want to do. It's not going to change whatever the decision of the court. You think courts, they are swayed by sentiment, or they are swayed by your crocodile tears? You go cry blood. You go cry. Though Yoruba knows up taban sukun amarinun. So you will make dada to back wa no jue, you still go and face your defamation case. So gbogbo ẹjọ́ tó ń rò yìí, wọ́n sanwó orí ẹ̀. Òun sọ pé your son told you that his so-called wife was putting something in his food to drug him. Definitely you are covering a crime. The Nigerian police should invite you for covering up a crime. You witnessed a crime, you heard about a crime, and you didn't report to the necessary quarters. As a responsible father, you should report to the police. It's a crime. Because a crime is being committed under your very nose, you should have gone to the right quarters to go and report. Report tiwa boshemale omo yen kuro nile omo e. Up until his death, that girl was still living in Mohbad's house up until his death. So, Kotali is not making any sense. You guys should excuse, please. Go to your room. It's not making any sense. So you are telling us that, kinikon, and she lost ilé wọn, tún gbé ọmọ yẹn dání nínú picture. Oh Lord, the picture that they snap before Mohbad toku, does it look like a man who is angry? Does it look like a father who is aggrieved or anything? Jossy. Àwọn bí báyìí wọ́n sọ pé owó mẹjọrò ni ìkà ló máa rojọ́, ìkà kọ́ ló máa dájọ́ ẹ̀. Àwa la máa dájọ́ ẹ̀. And people who still have a little bit of sense, they have a little bit of sense, they will start picking the holes in your story. And that is why I always like when Lagbaja plays, because it will make references to your old videos. Me, I don't keep track of your old videos, but Lagbaja ma keep like that British. You see Lagbaja and that British, I give it to them. Oh my bear wani, oh my bear tole ni. You can't bamboozle us there. Oh my to another side here when you kejo ma come olubo, kejo ma she pity party. You said your son called the pay Orobia o malo shekini yemo introduction that lead to engagement. Kilo tu fe lo she. To ko how many Prado lo kilo tu to fe lo she. Show fe lo si registry ni. So kini nkan ti Mohbad fe po ku. Show fe lo si church ni, wọ́n fe lo fún father ki father bless wọ́n ní holy matrimony. So what kini nkan to no ku? Most celebrities that we know, they don't even do gbogbo introduction engagement. Go ma gbeyawo ti like them ma bímọ fún wọn ni. They don't even go that far. Maybe Davido. Whiskey the dollar, me Robi, what is anything? Dollar. Zlatan gone, even gone. Okay, let's say Yemoli too did the normal thing. So kí ni nǹkan tó tún kù? Introduction lead to engagement jọ tó lọ́n kí ni nǹkan tó tún kù tí Mohbad ní òun fẹ́ ṣe? Ṣó fẹ́ mú lọ sí court ni? Ṣó fẹ́ mú lọ sí Catholic Church ni tó fẹ́ kí father bless wọn ní holy matrimony? Like kí ni nǹkan tó tún kù? Guy, get the fuck out of my face, Jossy. You are not making any sense. You are just blabbing. On blab, on drool. Gbogbo ẹnu ẹ báyìí tó ń jábọ́ ń bẹ̀ ni. You disgust me, guy. That's what nǹkan tó kù nìyẹn. Wá ní bóun ṣe ń sọ yìí tí kinní kan bá wà létí gbẹ̀gìrì kò lè yọ tán. Gosh. And still náà ọmọ yẹn tún lóyún fún ìyàwó ẹ̀ o. Ó lóyún fún o, ó bímọ fún ilé yẹn o. O dẹ̀ pariwo síta ìwọ tẹ́ pé ẹnu ẹ̀ ń yọ̀ yìí, ìwọ tẹ́ pé ò láṣìírí ìwọ yẹn ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ sí ẹlẹ́nu gan àfi bíi pé o gbé speaker mi ni. Gbogbo yẹn ó ṣe sí ẹ lọ́wọ́ o dẹ̀ dákẹ́ síbẹ̀ tí orí ọmọ ẹ̀gan tó bá ti fi gba ṣíbí wọ́n ti fi gba abọ́ ṣé wọ́n forí tiẹ̀ náà ṣé wọ́n fi gba ṣíbí wọ́n fi gba abọ́ ni ó ní pé báyìí ìgbà tó mú lọ́rùn dẹ́bà yẹn sọ pé ó mú láṣọ lọ́rùn báyìí dẹ́bà yẹn wá sọ pé Wunmi sọ pé you will cry when you enter the house. Ó ló sọ pé I will destroy your career the way you destroy Lil Frosh. Lil Frosh is still alive. Lil Frosh is still alive. Lil Frosh is still alive. So if you are making reference to Lil Frosh, I will destroy your career the way I destroy Lil Frosh is still alive. Lil Frosh ló bà career rẹ̀ jẹ́ because he decided to physically no èèyàn mi fẹ́ sọ orúkọ English yẹn. And he faced the consequences. So how is that the girl's problem to begin with though? Lil Frosh should have learned to keep his hand to himself and use more of his mouth than his hand. So sọ pé okini ó máa bá bokini kan ṣe kini kan. Ìwé interview àtẹjọ́ ń sunkún tẹ wá sọra yín di akina pọ̀pọ̀. Òun àti ìyàwó ẹ̀ wọn ní misunderstanding wọn ní gbọ́n mi sí òtórí inú ilé. Ìwọ gan Joseph Aloba ìwà àti ẹ̀dá ló ń pààrà ìyàwó bẹni tó ń pààrà pátá ìdí ẹ̀. Ṣó máa dúró ìyàwó tó ti kúrò nílé ẹ̀ ni. Kò ṣe pé ọgán sunwọ̀n tá bá gbé téèpù sínú yàrá ẹ̀ ń sìn. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ ńlá tó wọ́n sọ fún ìyá Bèwúlà gan orí àwọn èèyàn gan wọn máa fò lọ ni. So gbogbo yẹn it doesn't mean shit. There is no couple on this surface of the heart that don't have misunderstanding. You will argue, you will disagree to agree. That is relationship for you. Àwọn tó tẹ̀ tí gbéra wọn sílé gan, you will disagree to agree. So wá rí bí pé dísù máa wá gbọ́n yẹn sí pé ó sọ pé máa bá Lil Frosh jẹ́ kinní kan. Ìdè wáìn mi. Tó bá ń gbọ́ táwa náà máa ń sọ pẹ̀lú ọkọ̀ wá ń bíbá Jossy. Wà á ti ní pé káwọn ọlọ́pàá wá gbé wa kó wá réèdì gbogbo wa nílé wa o. Jossy, ìwọ tó ń nà ìyá Mohbad tó ń nà ní blue and black. Ká wá sọ pé tó ń nà ìyá Mohbad black kinní kan. Jossy má jẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ ju bẹ́ẹ̀ máa níbẹ̀ ní ti fẹ́ ó tutù dé o mi òun rún mínú. Don't piss me off, honestly. And I'm sure Bukola Jesse ń sìn á máa gbọ́ gbogbo ìtòsọ́nsìn pẹ̀lú ìtòsọ́ fún òun. Á máa rí pé it's not tallying. Bukky can be wicked, but Bukky is not dumb. Ìkà ló máa jẹ́ kí Bukky dàbí èèyàn tó ní ọgbọ́n. She is a smart lady. But tí Bukky bá fẹ́ ṣe ìkà fíyàn, òun ni kò ń lo brain ẹ̀. She will just allow the wickedness to erode her sense. But Bukky go dull to you now. She'll be able to pick the holes in your story that Baba got to buy yourself from me call it now. Tony Koto loss of any now. Because you categorically told Bukky that Koto di pe lọ fún introduction yẹn, òun gan ni ó ti sọ fún ẹ. Bukky then blame me pé baba tó sọ orúkọ báyìí fún yín kí ló jẹ́ tó fi lọ tọrọ ẹ̀. Ó ní because ó fẹ́ kó mọ bàbá ẹ̀ ìtorí bó ṣe máa ń jà in case nǹkan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ bàbá á lè mọ̀ kíní kan. That was the excuse you gave that day. So all of a sudden now you said it was after you came back from introduction that leads to engagement. Òun ló mú ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá sọ fún ẹ pé o lè gbé ẹsẹ̀ mi ẹsẹ̀ wo ló tún fẹ́ gbé Jossy kò yé mi wá ṣàlàyé fún wa. Ṣé fẹ́ lọ sí registry ni ẹsẹ̀ wo gbogbo exactly ló tún fẹ́ gbé again kí ló tún wetin remain na bó ṣe máa ń sọ. Wetin remain? Just waiting remain now. Look at the interview now. When but they were telling you that Obi Omuye Sheti Lorest that is it fair? That was how many years now? Lagbaja interview a year when it's your about it.
Early last
Eh?
It was early last year.
Early last year.
No,
And now we are in a new year now.
It only wrote 1 year ago.
It was 2024.
2024.
In 2024, and Lagbaja we're in 2026 now. We're in 2026 now, and up until now, that boy is still not yet buried. Is he not yet buried? And you see, the comical part of this thing is that the way you switch, it's Oscar worthy. When you are going for these interviews, you go there like a very vulnerable person, a weakling, blah 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 blah. But tó bá fẹ́ host on one show ẹ̀yẹn, tó bá fẹ́ lọ jó ní church, tó bá fẹ́ lọ ṣe show, is a different person entirely. So it's laughable, honestly. The way bó ṣe máa ń ṣe, òun ṣe Jossy, you have different character, different time, different season, different character. Tó bá tún fẹ́ ṣe wèrè fún wọn wèrè tó ń tẹ̀lé yẹn náà, another personnel ló tún máa gbé wọ̀. Tó bá tún fẹ́ disguise bí èèyàn tí à ń jẹ another personnel.
Kò dẹ̀ sunkún tó kó bá fẹ́ lé o.
Jossy. Anyways, Jossy, look into comedy, Sha. Look into comedy, you will do well. Honestly, I was listening to the interview and I was just laughing my head off. Like this is a comedy. Ele gongolong pe ni Erin Keke, like Bully Baba's way. You and Yomi Fabi, you guys should link up because you guys, you crack me up. It's so laughable. Gbogbo kini yẹn o fa ka se soju omi kan o jábọ́ lójú ẹ. O tún ṣe bá ẹ bá bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ. Wo tani o pa ìdìdì ká. Ẹ bá mi bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ. Tani, come and take your trophy. Jossy. But to be honest, do I give it to you? Gbogbo riaza tí wọ́n ti fún ẹ on ara TikTok. O try. You are a good student. Bí Stamolade ṣe sọ, you are a very, very good student. Ọkọ ẹ dáadáa, gbogbo ẹ̀ pátá ló ti há sórí. Gbogbo ẹ̀ pátá ló ti há sórí. And the man asked you some questions too. He was asking you that, what did you say to the cops when you got to the house? You said you didn't say anything, blah, blah, blah. Forgetting that you said that Wobi to bali aye ede. Jossy. Inú mi tẹ́ dùn, ó ti padà porúkọ Darusha. Everybody will collect.
Ikú owó lọmọ ikú.
You go, yes now.
He forgot blessing too. He forgot about blessing too.
Blessing self don't enter now. Yeah, Mohbad self don't enter. Shade don't enter now. You even surprised say you no put Karimo name. Bí ó gbàgbé yẹn. Báyọ̀ kó rán létí next one tó bá lọ kó fi orúkọ Karimo sí. At least gbogbo a lè sokutu yọ̀yọ̀, gbogbo a lè pè dáadáa. Kó má wo meet everybody, kó forúkọ everybody sí, ó lè forúkọ Sister Temi náà sí. Torí everybody kó tún kí Mr. Bàtà náà tún follow, torí Sister Temi àti Bàtà sì tún ìwọ̀n ni wọ́n báyìí. Kó forúkọ everybody sí, Lágbájá náà lè tẹ̀lé. Na everybody name na him go enter. Last everybody orúkọ everybody. Tó bá àwọn orúkọ comment section gan Jossy máa forúkọ yín sí. Wà okay. Oh sure. As far as Lagos State is concerned, Mohbad case is done and dusted. If you decide to deal with it or you decide not to deal with it, it's not that goddamn headache. They're not gonna get or Dera.
Please, I have a question. See our Yoruba, because what he said, that way, I'm got on a door, Igbo to one inside their Jossy, only Jossy Sonny interview. Automatic my list, negotiate list. Negotiate list in Yoruba.
No, Yoruba doesn't too. Yoruba doesn't too.
Because our list
Sorry, I don't negotiate list.
Igbo no man negotiate now. You go with your kingsmen. I think Igbo and the Delta people there. I think the Yorubas do it too.
Because like I'm just saying that I don't feel like this interview is the most funny interview that Jossy has ever done, because Jossy was just giving us new styles. Jossy could not even afford to cry like 5 seconds for his son. You know, I don't know, like I lost my dad, and if I won't talk about my dad, like even if it's just happy memory, I will tear up. Jossy could not even afford to do it's like I don't know. Like I just looking at
No,
I
the
like
no sister Idera ara Jossy ti sílé gan. Ara Jossy ti sílé gan. Ẹ̀yin rí Jossy bí èèyàn tí à ń jẹ ni. Ọkàn Jossy ti
I
balẹ̀ jù ni. He can't cry. He might even try, but he can't, unfortunately. Don't blame him. Ara ẹ̀ ti sílẹ̀ ni. Oh. Yọ̀tọ̀ pé ìgbà tọ́mọ ẹ kú láyé ẹ̀dá. They play.
you just like you say that, hey, daddy me want to know me turn Ejeka Malole. Josie could not repeat that on that interview. Like, I'm like, you believe you see that want to know me turn daddy me Ejeka Malole. Why repeat it for interviewer? Like the alley, so we will know the alley gong that will go and pitch it. I'm like one video you don't know. So I'm like my more a lot to be alley. Like we're getting there, we're getting to the answer. If you don't ask, man. I'm happy for people that think that calls Josie the best father because if Josie the best father you've ever seen in your life, man, your life is doomed.
It's doom.
If
It's
people are
doom,
doomed,
honestly.
if people Josie is the best father in the whole world. See the way Josie is making case for his son's oppressors.
He is, oh. Josie is
Man,
practically defending them, oh. Josie is practically
ah,
defending them, oh. Pay one, she
I
look
don't
for
know if you
mom, oh.
imagine the
What a
anger
day to
in
be
people that came
alive.
out of those videos. Like imagine people that came out because of those videos. Now see you making that man alone about. Ah,
One of the things, sorry, there are you finished?
no, you can talk, man.
One of the things that has gotten Josie to this point is, I think I mentioned it earlier, is the danger of one side story. One single story has gotten Josie empowered to this point. And unfortunately, he's not going to stop. He won't stop because there's nothing that can stop him. The people that should have stopped him kept quiet. And what have they said about keeping silent in the face of oppression? That means you support him. The people that could have spoken up, they kept quiet. And sometimes somebody kéèyàn dákẹ́ àti rí nǹkan burúkú téèyàn bá ń dákẹ́ tó máa ń ṣe sílẹ̀, you are actually empowering your oppressor. Josie is a bully, is an oppressor. He's been given a little power. This tiny power Josie have, see the way he has misused it. It just shows humans are just beasts. Given the chance, Josie will do worse than uh, the worst leaders in the world. He will do worse than this Zimbabwe leader to kí ni wọ́n porúkọ máa yẹn náà? The rise and fall of
I
Idi Amin.
Gapi.
Josie, yeah, no, Idi Amin. Josie he's worse than Idi Amin because he's not going to stop. Imagine somebody facing defamation lawsuit, still coming out, ó ń pariwo àlè àlè, my zin, sọ fún òun, and if I said it in the comment section, it was that interview with Rufai at Ikini was it was when he could have stopped. But because the world was hailing him, there are some women supporting him. They were doing Baba Talk Moiku, Baba Talk Moiku. There will be 3 years. That man said it. So you mean if this goes on for a year, you won't bury your son? He said yes. We were thinking it was a joke. Now this is 3 years down the line. Josie is not ready. He doesn't care about anyone except himself. Josie do
Funny
not
thing is
care
that
about the living or the dead. He has no sense of remorse. His heart is dark.
to me, I don't really like push things towards like the dark side juju or anything, but this thing is kind of looking like Toluwanile. I don't know. To me, I think even if the DNA is done today, and like the son is what do you call the already certified that, oh, this is officially stated like, oh, this is Mohbad's son. He's still going to look for something and look for something just to play this barrier because it's not like I don't know. To me, that's what he's just giving. Like he's just giving Toluwanile to me all over again.
You're right to some extent. Well, you're right if you want to look at it in the spiritual aspect, and if you look at it in the physical and emotional aspect, this man is using this to manipulate Iyamo and Wunmi. He knows that people will use what you love most to try to have a grip on you, and this is one of the reasons why some women stays with their abusers because they have something on them. We can say it. If people that really matters actually stood up, and damn all consequences. Believe you me, number first more Lord than one thing. If Iyamo knows the power she carries, if she knows that the law is actually on her side,
They will,
that
oh,
straight
honestly,
up,
Sammy.
they
They
will
might
beg
drag it
her.
for, they might drag it in court, oh, but
Yeah,
they'll get to a verdict, oh. They
they will
will,
get,
oh.
yeah.
And
But
she has a
because,
strong case,
thank
honestly.
you. And you see, sometimes when I come up, I speak on the rights of women. I keep telling women, stop behaving like victims. This is not 50, 100 years ago. This is now. You have power. The law is on your side if you utilize it. The law is not just going to wake up and give you what you did not ask for. Even the Bible says we should ask. I made the example of number 27, but I don't know if you were here the other day about even the Bible says about the rights and the inheritance of the girl child. Honestly, I have never,
Sito.
it's what, honestly, no one have ever preached it in the churches I've been to. And I did ask my husband, how come preachers don't preach about even when the Bible said this thing? I never knew it was. Sometimes you get a clearer picture when you have an understanding of things that even God said it that from today henceforth, a girl child has rights to their father's inheritance. But tó bá jẹ́ ibi tán ti máa sọ submission ni, you can hear that preaching. If you go online today, a preacher is preaching about it today. Sister Temi ẹ ti pause, So these are things that we need to keep talking about. If it's just one person, tó máa gbọ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ, bóyá ó máa ṣe wọ́n láǹfààní, you know. But this man has been allowed to carry on with his madness, and he's not going to stop. He doesn't care about anyone. About my host wants to post the man of that one. No, I'm not a
Yeah,
family man.
maybe she's receiving call. But Stamina, please, this question is for people in the comment section. Stamina, now that Josie decided to go and meet this guy because he was crying, Joe, DNA, Josie, Bobo to Loba to J interviewer, she will look for DNA. She will look for DNA because I don't understand. Money be like our comment section.
It's
She
just
Bobo
his
interviewer, I look for
thing.
Josie need DNA.
Bóyá á lọ fọ̀sọ́wọ́ Wunmi láti gba DNA.
God, I
And
beg
one
you.
of the things,
Of course, I know. I know.
Lágbájá, ojoojúmọ́ bí ẹja tán kó sínú oven. Ó ga o. And another thing is that I'm happy about yes, it's not easy on Wunmi and all those things. I'm happy that she's making a stand. And she's standing on business, saying that, look, I might be a small girl, I might be young, I might be in whatever you want to call me, but you see, the rights of my child, no human can take it. The law is on your side. Stand on business only. No one will take the rights of your child. He is your child. A child is a minor until 18 when he can make his own decision. At the moment you stand on business. And the way I've seen you, you're going to teach him what he needs to equip himself for adulthood. So you are doing what is right. No human being, even bàbá àwọn ọmọ mi gan ò lè gba right ọmọ mi lọ́wọ́ mi.
You understand me? Now your girl is standing on business though. So
Exactly.
I tell that she's standing on business, and it's one of the things that is making Josie go gaga. Your mom is standing on business, yeah.
What I just see in the importance of this interview to him is that he's trying to explain the words of defamations he did. For instance, that Ali tó pa Mohbad, he was just like ṣebí ó lè jẹ́ pé Ali ló ń lé àwọn Mohbad káàkiri. Like he's trying to just do it like that's defamation, those defamation
Yeah, he's
pieces.
trying to justify why he said it. I get it. Yeah.
And that was why that was why when he said it, he was crying. He wants to use emotions to do it, but he doesn't know that this is not an evidence. It's
But
not.
the judge doesn't even watch interview now.
Yeah,
Judges don't watch all this
exactly.
thing. It's pointless, honestly. It's pointless. Public opinion doesn't sway the courts, honestly. You can gbogbo ẹkún tó ń sùn yín sí bí a
You've
kò
done
reserve
it.
ẹ cut it.
You did. You when you said he doesn't understand the meaning of defamation. When you
He
said those
doesn't. I agree. Lagbaja.
words months ago, this lady was now bullied because of it. She was cursed, she was insulted because of it. To an extent that somebody said that the child that was born is not going to clock a year. So
Yeah.
all these things that you did there, you're now looking for public sympathy after 2 years. It doesn't count. Within those 2 years, your words of defamation caused this person emotional pain and also
Yeah.
public this thing. That is defamation itself, and that is what it doesn't know.
Then
In
Alagbaja,
fact, he put her at risk. They are recording of okay, sorry, Samuel.
yeah, the thing is, if we are saying he doesn't understand the words he's saying, if he doesn't understand what defamation is, then it begs the question of why are you paying all these millions to all these lawyers? So why are they not actually, because if you are a lawyer that's worth your onions, you will actually sit your client down and say, look, this is it, this is that. Yes, I know the lawyers want to do it, but the fact is, why are you paying all these millions? You're technically flushing money down the toilet. If they
Mayor,
cannot tell you the
lawyers
simplest of
facing a
things.
permission suit as well. So I don't know. This guy is not for this.
Even before this Ogungbe, this case has been before Ogungbe. He had
Doing
a
Sanskrit,
son, a
he
whole
actually
son.
toned it down. Like, I don't know, during Sanskrit period, he toned it down a bit. Like, he was saying, Emotimo finisi. He was saying it in Emotimo finisi. Then, he toned it down during Sanskrit period. But it was now doing this Ogungbe and the hype of TikTok that is now firing him up and making him do this over and over and over and over again.
Sister Idera, do you know what I just seen Ogungbe? Ogungbe is trying to portray himself as this rugged lawyer, like the public wants a rugged lawyer, so I'm going to do. So he didn't know the real, as in the depth of what is there
No, I
now.
think he's trying to build a
Wọ́n á
social
tún ìfọ̀sí kan tó máa sá lọ.
he wants to build his social image. I don't know. That's what I think of him as. Like, I don't know. That's what I see him as doing. Like, he's coming on TikTok with his page because he wants them to follow him so he can boast of how many followers he has. And I don't know. That's what I just.
No, Stadera. What he's trying to do is that he's trying to see if the public can buy his sub story and come at Wunmi, and probably Wunmi will just back off from the defamation case, or she will bow to pressure,
Exactly.
intimidation, or back down. It's just, how will I put it? It's a narcissistic move.
Acts of intimidation
We
and
know
harassment.
now, we know all this thing. But unfortunately for you, Jossy, wọ́n ti gé Wunmi létí lọ. Ṣoré tí ẹ̀mí méjèèjì yẹn Àṣàkẹ́ ni. Wọ́n ti gé lọ bó ṣe wà. You know they hear baby. You know they hear baby. All those times when you had the power to do that, gone are those days. You get what I'm saying? Because you will bully somebody to a certain level, you would practically empower that person. That whatever you do to that person, for example, I'm talking from medical point of view now. Toba lo ampiclox, tó ń lo léraléra. Toba ya, there are some bacteria gan kò ní lè gbọ́mọ. Because ara ẹ̀ tí ó máa etiquette. So toba come for somebody, you bully the person, you are practically building that person. And before you know, anything you throw at that person will not have any effect again. Oh, man, resistance towards that thing. And that is the stage Wunmi wants. Ẹ̀yin bullies ẹ̀yin the likes of Pokyok, Bukola Jesse, ẹ̀yin Shamuga, gbogbo yín, you build Wunmi. You made her the woman she is. You practically forced her to grow overnight. So product yín ni nǹkan tẹ́ build nìyẹn, kẹ́ máa rán, deal with it. Honestly, deal with it. So Jossy, explanation you explain tire.
And Josie, why did you start crying at that part where she said they fight the niggas? Like, I don't know. This interview is funny to me because I was just looking at Josie as if Josie not in that acting practice me. Like, does want to go into Nollywood too? Because
No, but join Nollywood gbẹgbẹ. Somebody should block Sister Olabisi. Sister mi yẹn jọ nítorí Ọlọ́run ẹgbàá mi nítorí Ọlọ́run. This woman is asking me, I should ask you that which machine dey confirm time of death. Leave this Mọ̀mí Olabisi nurse lawyer ni mi. Mi mo bó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀.
The senior nurse ni Mọ̀mí Ọlábísí. Àwọn náà máa sọ fún wa o.
HP
Ẹgbàá mi
scanner,
lọ́wọ́
HP
màmá yìí o.
scanner. wọ́n ṣe ìgbéjáde HP scanner ni wàá gbé dead body ẹ̀ sábẹ́ ẹ̀ báyìí.
Báyọ̀ ló ṣe ní ibi tí Báyọ̀ ti ṣe security office tó ti ṣe security officer ìkan tó ń produce ní company yẹn nìyẹn. So Báyọ̀ máa gbé wá fún Jossy máa gbé body sílẹ̀ tó máa determine nǹkan tó fẹ́ determine because it's not even I don't know at this point everything is just funny. It's just funny because how you say you said you kpai the niggas you're not crying drama. Okay, if you said it and she not told you that hello, like I don't know. The two things are even confusing.
Lágbájá ẹjọ́ tó lọ mi tó rọ iṣẹ́ ẹjọ́ gá mi ṣe lè bá mi play tí Jossy ti sunkún yẹn ẹjọ́ just that part.
That man is a pathetic soul.
ẹjọ́ that part ni tó ṣe tó olórí àpò mi fẹ́ láìpẹ́ towards that end yẹn Ọlọ́run ó fún mi ní orgasm. Party. Jossy ò lè kú lè sọ̀rọ̀ náà.
Bẹ̀nẹ̀ interview àyẹ̀ fọwọ́ bójú gan ikọ̀ ẹni tí pa.
Ibi tó ti jọ sunkún yẹn lágbájá. Ibi tó ti jọ pé partner in crime yẹn particular plate yẹn náà. Tí interview yẹn náà fọwọ́ síbẹ̀ tó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀.
Interview àgbà òkè. Ibo la bá débi wọ́n lára ìdájà bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bí ẹ̀pà náà gan sí.
Sísàmì ọba àlàṣe débi Ọlọ́run.
Ó ti sú mi wà láì. See, Bẹ̀nẹ̀.
When Jossy cried, he wept profusely.
Bẹ̀nẹ̀.
Your next you must cast Jossy.
See, let me quickly say this. When I determined I wanted to leave Nigeria and live in Western world and all those things, some of my friends were like, Nigeria, madam, Nigerian women like this feeling of being a madam. Only driver, only house girl, only you are married, you're comfortable basically. But one of the things for me about living in Western world is my rights. My rights, my freedom. I don't joke with it. And I know that as much as, okay, yeah, you marry a good man, there are some things that the society or the culture can bring up in your relationship. But when you are in an environment that everybody, okay, you snooze, you enter trouble. See, it gives you voice. It gives you that chance to be you. Now, this is not about being rude or being nasty or anybody. But the fact is, I will be heard. You cannot stifle me. You will hear my voice. It is absolutely important to me than having a mother or living like a madam. We do our things here. We work hand in hand. There is no orga, there is no servitude, there is nothing like that. We both contribute in every aspect. And that is important to me. We will just say have tried this madness in UK, especially in UK. Will he have tried this madness in this United Kingdom? See ọkọ bá ti marry tó ti lọ change ọ̀dọ̀ GP ló ti máa kọ́ lọ change next of kin ẹ̀. And that is the only person you will give information to. That is it. You don't go beyond anything. And if anything wants we go to NMS, they said they didn't listen. That is what they've been taught. If you are not the person, in fact, when you're taught not to speak to media, you don't go about and be speaking to people you're not supposed to speak to so that you don't miss yarn. Jossy wouldn't have tried one out of 1 million of this madness has been parading. Number ti fún ní caution ní bí ẹ̀ẹ̀mejì or ẹ̀ẹ̀mẹ́ta, wọ́n á ti máa face civil case.
Of course.
Wọ́n á ti lose iṣẹ́ náà.
Of recent, I was going through Indeed, and I saw a job posting. They call it redaction officer. I'm like, do you know what they do? Yeah. They practically, what they are in charge of is to remove informations.
To take off some.
It's just about data protection. They would.
Exactly.
They'll filter informations that should not get to the hands of third party. It's just a way of preventing companies from getting into trouble. maybe somebody requests for information about a minor or about a patient. I was like, she will position into one UK in Mayor. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. Okay, let me give you an example. If a case is brought, if a patient, I don't do clients, I do patients, is brought to me maybe by police. Let's say there are any suspicious something that police brings to ITU. Even police will check everything. They will have a password. So let's say police from uh, Scotland Yard is calling me. If you don't give me the password that has been generated between the unit and the police unit, I'm not gonna give you anything. I won't. Sometimes we have patients that pé ẹlẹ́wọ̀n ni wọ́n tó máa gbé wọn wá. Kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ bá gáàjì tó máa wà pẹ̀lú ẹlẹ́wọ̀n yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ tó, kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ ṣe àtètè tó. They will never tell you the reason why tí ẹlẹ́wọ̀n yẹn fi jẹ́ ẹlẹ́wọ̀n. They will never have that conversation with you as the nurse or the doctor wípé bóyá ó pààyàn ni o, bóyá ó jí 5 kobo ni o, bóyá ó ṣe kinní ni o. They will never tell you. Until that ẹlẹ́wọ̀n is discharged, it's no more your own business. Even the business, bó ṣe wà yẹn kí ẹlẹ́wọ̀n tó wà under sedation, gáàdì méjì ló máa wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Wọ́n máa so handcuff mọ́ tọwọ́ sí ẹ̀gbẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀dì ni. Kó fẹ́ tọ̀, kó ti jí, kó ti máa sọ̀rọ̀ pé ó ti jí, ó ti ń wà òkè, ó ti jí. Kó fẹ́ tọ̀, gáàdì máa wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀. You tell them to excuse you. One told me one time, but it was only to lose rights to privacy and to because the units they can grab anything, they can do anything. So these people are just deliberately dumb, and that's the thing. They listen just to reply, not to assimilate or learn, and that's the thing. Yeah, there will always be a code. There will always be a password. Even tó bá jẹ́ family tán ti ní conflict like these ones, you will generate a code with the person you're supposed to speak with. Or family tán wà large. Generally in UK, our family tó máa ń large are the Somalians, the Kenyans, and the Asians. They always have very, very large family. So téèyàn kan bá ti sick láàrin wọn, in fact, be 50 lè wà fún visiting. So sometimes you have to restrict ele money and the auntie and the next of kin and the niece and the next of kin. And among the Asians, they will always have a doctor, they always have a pharmacist, they will have a nurse. So how do you exactly? So how do you manage these things? You have to streamline it. And like, okay, èwo nínú yín gan. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ ò kàwé, so I'm the nephew, I'm a GP in Liverpool. Okay, kíní kan. And some of them, even though they know this is how human being cannot be tricky, even though they know that GDPR, you cannot give them information aside this thing. Oh, what is the thing? What is this thing? You tell them, why you asking me? This is not right. Then they back off. You want the patient file? You cannot read my patient file if you're not involved in the patient's care. You can actually lose your pain as a doctor or a nurse if you come to visit someone kó wá gbé file ẹ̀ kó máa wò. You can get reported. You can face disciplinary action. You want the file, you go to PALS. They will give you, the patient can ask for their details of their admission and their care and everything. They even give you on your discharge notes. When you're discharged, all the things have been done to you, they give it to you. If you have a question or anything about your care, you go to PALS, Patient Advice Lessons Office. They will get it for you. But wípé kí wọ́n wá ní o jẹ́ the father, mo fẹ́ mọ because Jossy is claiming now he's the father. Ó fẹ́ mọ DNA ọmọ ẹ̀, ó máa lọ gba court order. So Nigerians, especially some of the men and some of the enabled women, are saying Omo should have just relinquished her rights. And this is why they are suffering in that country, because everybody has accepted to be victim. Relinquish your rights. Kí ló wà ńbẹ̀? Just move on. Maybe you will remarry. Everything that is wrong with Nigeria is marriage. Nothing like maybe tomorrow mommy can decide she wants to be uh she wants to do a project, she wants to be a speaker, she wants to be an advocate. Nobody is looking, these people are not looking at that. They've limited her to she's just gonna marry and bear more children and that is it. This girl can decide to be an advocate. She can decide, you know what, I've had good information from Mr. Pythagoras. I can actually go and study law. She can be a lawyer that is advocating for the rights of women and children tomorrow. She can be a social speaker. She can bring great change in our society. But we are limiting her to relinquishing her rights because she's a girl child. That is it. So these are the things that is very, very wrong with our society. A lot is wrong with our society. And that's why, unfortunately, we are not really progressing where we should progress. You know, it's just silly. Very silly. Go on, sis.
Okay. I think the problem with Nigerians is that we don't explore more about our civil rights. Like we don't want to go to court because we think, oh, the case the process is so tedious and a waste of time. Like I don't know, kind of we have this accepting spirit that okay, let me accept. And I think it's rooted with our religion that we're like, oh, God has written it, that's why it's happening. So there's no need for me to change it. If God doesn't want it to happen, it's not going to happen. So that's why I don't know. That's why I think that's why Nigerians don't explore civil rights because you see, like, I don't want to use this case as an example. Like, you see, maybe someone bought a drink and there's something inside. Like in other advanced countries, like the first thing in your head is lawsuits. What Nigerians do is like, oh, they're showing up to their neighbors, like, we've gotten moralini, there's something inside, there's something inside. They don't do anything outside, like, they don't do anything outside it because we don't
It's
know.
because the justice system is kind of slow, so people just get tired. Like, I
Exactly.
can't do Jare. I can't. You get.
Exactly. So most times I don't blame Nigerians that they don't want to go to court because I know we have this acceptance spirit. Let's just accept it. Let's just say for long push it shiny. So that's what I want to talk about. Like when you said what's it called? Nigerians don't know their right. I think it's just the limitation to everything that even if I sue this person, like how long will it take? How will I be able to afford to pay the lawyer? Like how long will I keep paying the lawyer? Like how
And
long will
God
I
bless you.
Sorry, I'm just saying this question. Oluwashemilore, you're talking about an incident. The man is in the hospital. Family is not allowing the wife. The problem is, did this man change his next of kin when he got married? Having 3 kids. See, this is why communication is very, very important in when you're getting married or before you get married. Have this conversation. If the man is going to think otherwise, let him go. You know, if he did not change his nest of kin, because anything lè ṣẹlẹ̀ anytime, unfortunately, but it's in your momenta and your wife is not your next of kin. Unfortunately, he's in ICU. The law says whoever is the next of kin is who we're going to have conversation with. And this family are having animosity between them. So unfortunately, until he wakes up, there's nothing they can do. They have to follow what the law says. Even though, and let me tell you, we've
Can't she
actually
approach the family court? There should be a way they can go about it though. She's the legal wife. Oh.
she can, but then she's dealing with husband that is in the hospital, then dealing with the legal aspects. And you don't just approach the court today and they answer you today. That is the danger of this thing.
It might take
And
time.
another thing, I've actually been in this situation many times. This when a man has separated from his previous wife or is divorced, never have the chance or never thought about changing his details. Now he's living with another person that knows him, that knows what he wants. This is where best interest comes in. Now he became very sick. He cannot make decision for himself. Who do we call? Who is the next of kin? The wife. So she, because she is still having bruised ego, she's still feeling bad. She's now the one making decisions. Even though, yeah, and this is why now these days the hospitals are actually taking decisions away from family. As much as we now act on the patient's best interest, what was this patient's plan prior to becoming ill, prior to when they cannot make decisions for themselves, you know? So you inform the family, but this is what we are going to do. So they are trying to take that best interest,
They
except
should though,
if you
Sister Mayor. They
yeah.
should though. Families are using it to as a way to settle score. It's not nice, oh, honestly. It's not fair.
It's not. They use it to a lot. Even there is a celebrity tẹ́ pé ó ti fi ìyàwó ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ for many years tó ti ń gbé pẹ̀lẹ́ lómi. Ìgbà tó kú, most of his will went to the previous wife, you know. So ẹni tó ti bá a jìyà for the last 20 years basically lost a lot. And this is why we keep having these conversations, you know. And yes, we're going to act on your best interest. But if the family is not allowing her to visit, if they've told them at the hospital that she is a dangerous person, she's this, she's that, they can lie. We know human being lie. Who is going to say otherwise? Nobody. Until the man wakes up. And if unfortunately tó bá gbàbẹ̀ lọ, or tó bá ní neurological disorder that he cannot talk or do anything for himself, that is it. But yes, you can take it up to the courts and all those things. We've seen cases like that. So please, men, women, when your situation is changing, when your circumstances is changing, always update all these legal documents. They are very, very important. You know.
You left to me the Sister Shemilore. She should leave the man for the family now. Emi o mara gbogbo nonsense yẹn o. I won't
I
even
don't
sleep.
I don't use wicked. How did
Come
you
and
say
not touch you now. Your friend want to burden herself with taking care of the man. Let the family go and take care of him now. I beg you. She has her kids to
Janet,
look after.
sorry, Janet, you don't have to live with your next of kin. Let me make an example for you. I know you've lived here for a very long time, and maybe you probably came with family. But for people that, let's say, you only come by yourself, that didn't really have family, even though your official next of kin can be your father, if you're not a young lady who is not married, or your brother, that is official. But here in the UK, they will tell you somebody they can contact here, someone you can contact here in the case of emergency who knows you. So you can use a friend, you can use a relative, but it just have to be above 18. They prefer somebody who knows you. So you don't have to live with your next of kin. No, there's no law that says you live with your next of kin. But it is always best when you get married, let your partner, or if you're living a living partner, let them be your next of kin, so that in case of an emergency, they can contact your friend. Most people, there are friends that can be their next of kin. Let me tell you of an example. There's this older lady. She doesn't have any family, but she has friends. Honestly, she has friends. She was in her late 70s. She doesn't look it. She has friends. She go to this club. There are these ladies that they're various ages, various colors, various tribes, but they have good relationship. And this woman was terribly, terribly ill. She was terribly ill. At a point, they were like to withdraw care, that she's not going to make it. And her friend said, no, that this woman is a strong woman. We know her. We know she will want you to go all the way. You know what? She came out of it. She ended up with tracheostomy, ended up with ventilators. They know what she wanted, and they stood by. They know one of her friends was actually her lasting power of attorney in the aspect of finance, and another one was in the aspect of health. So they actually looked after her, and that her situation was like, oh, I really, really enjoy the fact that yes, this woman has a village that stood by her. Another one was a social worker. See, bó ṣe ń jí pé wọ́n ní àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ wá visit ẹ̀, ó ní kán kọ́kọ́ kó powder fún wọn. Èèyàn tó ní tracheostomy tó wà lórí ventilator, ó ní òun ò fẹ́ kí any of her friends see her like this. She wants her nails to be painted, wants you to put her lipstick on, and all those things. So yeah, next of kin doesn't have to be somebody you live with. It could be your friends, it could be your family, it could be your next door neighbor, especially when you're new to a place. They can't be calling your family that lives in her. They do, we do in a situation that we need to. But yes, you still need to call someone now that is here that needs to know that, okay, this thing has happened. They might know who your family are. They might know how to contact all these things. So yeah, these things happen. Continue, Bene.
Ó fẹ́ play ibi tí Jossy ti ń sunkún fún wa. Àwọn pé yẹn ni joy giver mi, ibi ẹkún yẹn. Lágbájá ẹjọ́ má bínú. Ẹjọ́ ẹ bá wa play ẹ. Sam, yeah, I mean, I always like it when you talk about all this medical things. It's always a way to. I used to learn things, to be honest. That's why I say, people meet him. I mean, I don't start nonsense. So, lágbájá ẹjọ́ ẹ bá wa play ibi tí Jossy ti ń sunkún yẹn. Ẹjọ́.
Ragbaja, something for you.
Should lágbájá?
Give me 2 minutes.
Okay. From Wendy, Jossy Aloba don't do another interview because it's like I just say come inside now. Jossy don't go cry again as always. So don't go explain. No say like to the explain. Jossy don't go explain as always. Jossy wants sukun. So emotional. So emotional. Only and Jossy wept profusely. I'm telling you, Stamio.
I'm doing the same madness.
Jossy was already cry, baby. Hey, oh girl.
John April, it's possible what you're saying, but like I say, we work in critical care. Maybe you're talking about people that are still awake, that can make decisions for themselves. But when you are not able to make decisions for yourself, you don't just use, because like we all know, family have animosity between them. If it is not recorded, you are not. Because anybody can come out and say, yes, this is it. If it's not recorded, you're not. This is where we are saying, make these things legal. Write it down. You're new to the country, go to your GP, change your details. Some people get married, want to but want to brother and want next of kin. So it's minor, and if the brother comes up and they don't like you and they say this woman have a problem, he's been beating him and all those things, do you think the hospital, in all honesty, will allow you? They will want to sort it out. Oh yeah, continue. Pause.
ẹ̀yin rò pé bóyá torí pé ó ti béèrè pé ta ni bàbá ọmọ ikú ṣe pa ni. ó jọ ìyẹn mo sọ pé ohun tí àgbàlagbà bá rí lórí ìjókòó bọ́mọdé bá gorí òrùlé ó lè má rí. ṣé jẹdẹjẹdẹ máa ń jẹ kan kó dákẹ́ ni. ó lè mú ẹni tí ẹ wo ẹ má jẹ́ kí n máa ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ yìí. ẹ̀sọ́ kí gbogbo aráyé gbọ́. òun náà mo tún repeat ẹ̀ tí o bá dórí YouTube mo gbé síbẹ̀. Má jà gbọ́kọ́.
Ó dẹ̀ mọ YouTube ṣí.
Wọ́n wá gbé yẹn, wọ́n ní mo defame. What do you mean by defame? Ọmọ tèmi kú, mò ń béèrè ikú tó pa ó rí ọ̀rọ̀ sọ, ó ní kí n lọ́rùn. They have killed the nigger. They have killed the nigger. Who are the niggers? Bóyá àwọn àlè ní niggers, ẹjọ́ àlèdà ẹjọ́. Who are the niggers? Mi ò mọ̀ tún mọ èmi. Who are the niggers? Kí wọ́n máa sọ pé ọmọ they have killed the niggers. Láì ṣe pé bí àkìí ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá. Ẹni àmì máa sọ pé they are killed the niggers.
Lágbájá bá rí wáìndì.
Ó dẹ̀ ní òbí láyé. Ó béèrè kú tó pa ó.
Lágbájá bá bí ẹ bá rí wáìndì ẹjọ́.
Mo ti remind.
Wọ́n wá gbé yẹn, wọ́n ní mo defame. What do you mean by defame? Ọmọ tèmi kú, mò ń béèrè ikú tó pa ó rí ọ̀rọ̀ sọ, ó ní kí n lọ́rùn. They have killed the nigger. They have killed the nigger. Who are the niggers? Bóyá àwọn àlè ní niggers ẹjọ́ àlèdà ẹjọ́. Who are the niggers? Mi ò mọ̀ tún mọ èmi. Who are the niggers? Wọ́n máa sọ pé ọmọ they have killed the niggers. Láì ṣe pé bí àkìí ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá. Bí ìyáálé á máa sọ pé they have killed the niggers. Ó dẹ̀ ní òbí láyé. Ó ní bàbá láyé, wọn ò pè é sí kọ̀rọ̀ pé
ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ ìṣó bámú ìwọ ló wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ wọ́n béèrè bàbá yìí béèrè ó ní wọ́n dì pé mọ́ ẹ who are the niggas ẹjọ́ tí bá mọ̀ tún mọ́ niggas let me know who are the niggas they have killed the niggas take your
ẹjọ́ comment section who are the nigga.
ojú òpó ẹ̀ nìyẹn who are the niggas.
ẹjọ́ lágbájá ṣé ẹ má bínú ṣé ó ti sáré sunkún tán nìyẹn ni.
ó sunkún tán.
ǹjẹ́ àwọn tí wọ́n ti tọ̀ pé wọ́n lé òun ṣé àwọn rẹ́kọ̀d níbẹ̀ tó ń bá ṣiṣẹ́ ni.
ẹjọ́ lágbájá ẹjọ́ tuntun ẹ play ẹjọ́ má bí ẹjọ́ ẹkún yẹn fast o ṣé sáré sunkún tán nìyẹn ni.
pé ọmọdé ẹjọ́ àlèdà ẹjọ́ kó tó pa ò rí ọ̀rọ̀ sọ ó ní kí n lọ́rùn ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ yìí.
ẹ̀sọ́ kí yín gbogbo aráyé gbọ́.
ẹ̀sọ́ Jossy ẹ̀sọ́ kára yín fún yẹ.
bàbá lórí YouTube mo gbé síbẹ̀.
ó dẹ̀ mọ́ YouTube lò.
àwọn agbé yẹn ni mo defame wọ́n lù mí by defame ọmọ tèmi kú mò ń béèrè ikú tó pa ò rí ọ̀rọ̀ sọ ó ní kí n lọ́rùn. they have killed the nigga. They have killed the nigga. Who are the nigga?
Comment section who are the nigga?
Who are the niggas? Mi ò mọ̀ tún mọ̀ èmi. Who are the niggas? Kí o máa sọ pé ọmọdé ẹ̀ killed the niggas. Lẹ́yìn tí bíbélì kì í sọ ọmọ Yorùbá.
Jossy ò lọ àǹkáṣì fún un.
Kí ìyá Liam máa sọ pé they are killed the niggas.
Ó ti jìyà Liam.
Ó dẹ̀ ní òbí láyé, ó ní bàbá láyé, wọn ò pè é sí kọ̀rọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ èso bá mú.
lágbájá rí bó ṣe sáré switch ni from crying to. Look at the way he switch quickly. Láti ẹkún.
Who are the niggas? They have killed the niggas. Take your trophy. Wọ́n nù tó kọ sórí ojú òpó ẹ̀ nìyí.
Ìyá àwọn Báyọ̀ ti kó ẹṣẹ́.
Who are the niggas?
Mo ní ìbéèrè ni ẹ̀yin comment section who are the niggas o. So lọ́rọ̀ kan sì kò ń ṣe àlè mọ́.
Who are the niggas ní question?
It is well.
Ọjọ́ tí bá ti rí ọmọ mi, who are the niggas?
Who are the niggas? Bí òun ni màá lọ fi sórí comment profile name mi sí. Who are the niggas Benin? Who are the niggas Benin?
Ọmọládé lè mi, ó yá who are the niggas?
Just to be honest, fortunately, all this thing, it doesn't prove anything in court. It doesn't. You keep by the nigga. Come and take your trophy. Come and take your cup of tea. Come and take your pussy. It doesn't mean shit. It doesn't prove anything. Anybody can say anything. It doesn't prove intent. It doesn't prove chance. It doesn't prove murder. It doesn't prove shit. So, Mama, explain. Joy, Luamaru. It's not going to change anything. Nothing. Tó bá tún di ọ̀la àtúnṣe àlàyé wọ́n wà pa èdè nìgà tó bá tún dọ̀tún là wọ́n wà pa èdè nìgà tó bá tún. Wo teacher bí àwòdì ń wo TV ni tí wọ́n bẹ́ lọ́rùn ní live show live TV everybody Nigerians sì wò. Gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ò tí ì rí kankan ṣe sí ni ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad láti 1990 gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ ìyẹn ni gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì máa wá jókòó sí. Àní orí ẹ̀ ti burú.
But do you know nothing concerns the Nigerian police concerning
Mohbad? Concern them, Lágbájá. Me, I dey tell you something.
You are really facing a big hit concerning those kids. Logbomoso.
Oh.
That's even the present IG had to go to Ogbomoso because of this issue.
Yes, now. The people are really like the pressure on them. People are putting pressure on them. Serious one. So you not think Nigerian government, they will not be saying, what should we do? What should we do about Jossy? This man has granted another interview. He say, who are by the nigga? Who are take the trophy? Hey, yeah, they play. They play. You go explain. So bá ti di ọ̀la káwọn Báyọ̀ tún ní kó lọ ọgbẹ́ lọ sí mo gbẹ́jọ́ mi dé. And again, I even want to ask you, Jossy, why are you not going to all those former interviewers that you've gone to before? Ṣé wọ́n lé ẹni? as in if people wá ti lọ sí àwọn previous places tó ti lọ tẹ́lẹ̀ irú àwọn àbàtì yẹn gbogbo wọn
exactly nǹkan tí mo tẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ ni pé kó tẹ̀ lọ sọ́dọ̀ àbàtì again.
kò ní lọ báyọ̀ ló
àbótí
jẹ́ kó lọ gírẹ́sì kò ní jẹ́ kó lọ ò ní jẹ́ kó lọ.
Ojú tí àbàtì fi wọ́n jọ yẹn tí ó bá dúró síwájú àbàtì ọdún tá a wà yìí àbàtì máa ná máa yẹn even Rufai á nà á
ètí
nà ní
rò fẹ́
àná
tẹ̀
kò
máa
lè.
fún pé so ẹ̀tẹ̀ tí ì sín náà kí lẹ fẹ́ fi ṣe kí lẹ fẹ́ fi ṣe
Ìwé
ṣẹ́
ìgbà
fẹ́ dín
ọ̀rọ̀ tí ìbàjẹ́ tó bá nígbà yẹn can you see the look the man was
I was disgusted. Abati was even pissed. Abati said, when they said they only slept once. Abati said, once is enough to be pregnant. That one is not, it's not a,
ìyẹn tó
it's
tún
not,
níyàwó mẹ́ta nìyẹn o.
yeah, this
Ìyẹn wò
means,
pé
but only they only did introduction. Only that's customary marriage and it's a legal marriage. Oh, but
ó
she
ní
the one by
wọn gbé placenta fún un ìyẹn ní bàbá wọn náà máa tó bímọ
but
náà máa ń gbé
woman gave
placenta
fún
fún.
it has nothing to do with the in-laws.
Everything he said.
Ibi tí inú mi tún ti dùn ìgbà tábà ti ní pé ọmọ Wunmi ó pè lórúkọ ẹ̀ tán ni. These people they know the game you are playing. Àwọn báyìí àwọn nuisance àlòkù òyìnbó àwọn ará Amẹ́ríkà àṣírí tọwọ́ wọn rú àwọn títí kù ṣe fatherless child àwọn yẹn àwọn dé tọ́wọ́ àdìkẹ́.
Orúkọ ẹ̀.
Àwọn dé tọ́wọ́ àdìkẹ́ àwọn yẹn ni kó máa fi gbogbo ẹkún yẹn máa kú lọ́bẹ̀ jẹ. But people that matter, people who think with their head and not with emotions, they know the game you are playing. Jossy, take it from me. They know.
Ẹgbà mí.
Yeah, ẹgbà mí.
Who are the niggas? Who are the niggas? Who are the niggas?
And everybody want to sell their YouTube channel. So I'm not surprised that they are interviewing him. Everybody want to use your name now.
But the thing is,
everybody will tune in.
None of his interviews is trending anymore. This
Nobody
man has
cares.
he's now become a public nuisance. As in, he's become a public ridicule. No one cares. And the world is facing austerity at the moment.
Of course.
It is we here that is still talking about this just because of money. The world is facing so much. So much is going on in America. So much is going on in the Middle East, over here in Europe, everywhere in the world. It's facing one issue or the other. Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ Jossy and his àlè ló pa kínní wọn fún wọn ní DNA they fight the niggas. And you can see the laziness of his people. They have actually not sat down to read what she wrote. And it brings to mind, they said if you want to deceive a black man, put everything in writing.
Put it in the book,
Don't
yeah.
read. Put it in the book.
It is a family engineer. Ó ní àdúrà òsòkò tó pẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ṣé wọ́n béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kò sọ fún ẹ ni ṣó béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ni dádúró bá sọ fún ẹ wo ò ṣe béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ṣe bó ní pé ó ní cordial relationship pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀.
Okay olóòdé bẹ́ẹ̀ the only thing tó sọ ni pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n wá sọ fún pé nọ́ọ̀sì pé kíní kan wọ́n á ní bàbá ẹ lọ ho but nígbà tí wọ́n sọ fún pé bàbá ẹ lọ ho kí ni ìwọ wá sọ ìwọ wá bọ̀ gbogbo ara ẹ̀ ò balẹ̀ mọ́ ara ẹ̀ bù máa ṣọ ọ̀run change but you have the mind to now tell Darosha wípé kò pe Uber ambulance.
Àbí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ did you hear that Uber ambulance.
Ẹ wá náà ẹ gbọ́ allegedly ibi tó ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ Wunmi ní allegedly mo pe ẹjọ́ English ò gbà ó nìyẹn wọ vocabulary allegedly Jossy máa ń bọ́ sórí mi ṣá Ọlọ́run yẹ ká fún ẹ ní àǹtí Ramota ní kẹjọ máa fẹ́ra yín allegedly. Jossy you dey smoke igbo.
911, what is the emergency? Can I get an Uber ambulance, please?
Everybody look collect. He was just throwing everybody under the bus. Àdúrà o. Ó ní ó tún sọ pé ìyá Mohbad ṣó yẹ kí ìyá ọmọ kó fún ọ̀yẹ́ ìjẹ ọmọ ẹ̀. Everybody look collect. Everybody.
Meanwhile, in the same breath, he said this woman did not enter. She couldn't enter. And they got there. This man, you see, people lack listening skill.
They do, I agree.
You got to a place together. They called you. Let's assume Blessing didn't call him. Let's go by his narrative now. They called you at 4:30 in the evening, telling you your child is terribly ill, becoming. Okay, you both got into the boat. You could see her countenance, you could see her body language. She's restless, she's this. You took the phone from her. By then, you are now at the bus stop because that's did know me, if not, but you know me. They now told you, pé ẹ máa padà lọ sílé, but you being a man that is more assertive, already know that ọ̀rọ̀ akọ náà sọ fún ẹyin. So you now break the news to the mother there and then pé ó ti kú. But ilé ò ṣe é padà lọ mọ́. You now went to this ilé of this person. You go there, you find multitude of people. Now, in the midst of this multitude of people, this woman was not allowed to enter because mostly, let's go by his narrative, by, let's say, okay, the people there were like, it is a taboo. A mother should not see the corpse of her child. But he will force her wọlé. According to what he said in this interview, he will force her wọlé, ó gba kitchen wọlé. This woman never saw the body. She never saw this dube covered in blood. You saw everything, but you were in shock. You couldn't do anything, but you managed to make plans and ask them to call Uber ambulance. So now, how did this woman now try to cover the crime scene by washing the dube cover in blood? How did you now spin these lies to your followers saying that this woman was already there, she knows, she planned it with them? You understand? How did you say you got there, you found multitudes of people, they've already embalmed him, and there is a process of decomposition happening, or rigor mortis have started occurring, and they told you it was smelling? What if the multitude of people in a small area in the heat, àwọn èèyàn ló ń rùn, because most Nigerians boys were ní good hygiene, want to sweat, everybody is agitated, want to sweat, want to shake. So they assume that, okay, because there will be a lot of moisture, let us gbé iyọ̀ yẹn sí ní àyà. All these could be possibilities. Mi kì í ṣe lọ́ọ̀yà bó ṣe rí Jossy, bí mo ti ṣe ìjọ gbogbo kíní ẹ̀ pẹ̀rẹ̀pẹ̀rẹ̀. O ní o ò bẹ́ anybody sọ̀rọ̀, o ò sọ nǹkan kan, but o béèrè lọ́wọ́ ìyàwó ẹ̀, she told you. The wife told you pé ó gba abẹ́rẹ́ dì ní ara
Kò
ẹ̀.
sọ yẹn
But
o,
at
kò
that
sọ yẹn
point,
fún interviewer yẹn o.
ó
Kò
sọ,
sọ yẹn o.
ó
No,
sọ, ó sọ ní
okay,
eléyìí nísìn. Ó sọ, ó ní òun béèrè yẹn bí pé, because the guy asked him, the guy keep coming back to that question.
okay.
Ó wá sọ pé òun rí ìyàwó ẹ̀, òun rí girlfriend ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ ìyàwó ẹ̀ ní compound. Òun wá bí pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Ó ní kí nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀, ó gba abẹ́rẹ́ yẹn wá gbòdì lára ẹ̀, ó wá ní bàbá ẹ lọ hó. So that mean even at that point, this woman was in denial because she too does not know. She's not a medical person. They have never, a 24 years old girl, never been faced with this. What do you mean? Ó fún lábẹ́rẹ́, ó dẹ̀ lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. No. My enemies have actually caught up with me.
Of course
Typical
now,
Naija
because it's
talk.
strange now. She just be like, ṣó
It is
ju abẹ́rẹ́ tó gbà yìí lọ ni.
exactly typical Naija talk.
Arúgbó gan kú gan ní kọ́ lọ ru. Èèyàn 140 ń kú gan ní kọ́ lọ ru.
Our enemies are finally catch up with us. You are the older person here, Baba. You are more spiritual. Go and do the spiritual aspect.
Yeah, na pé kó má yẹ pé bí wọ́n gba abẹ́rẹ́ wọ ọkọ òun lára.
So tell me where this girl has been wrong. Tell me when he's now telling his friends that I got there, nobody told me anything. The same you, the daughter-in-law or the girlfriend-in-law told you Babelo Aberegudilare.
Logo.
The lawyer came to you and told you Baba take heart, this has happened. The same you, Darusha told you the event of thing. You asked Davido's blah 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 to transfer the money to the PA. Tonje Buluwatife, whatever, because he knows all these things. The same you went to police station. You didn't tell them because that night you saw the dube cover in blood.
Cover in
Odube
blood.
soaked in blood. You didn't say nothing to the police.
No, ó
You
sọ
were
pé ó ní pé
shaking.
brain òun
Ó
freeze. Ó
wà
sọ pé ó
flogged.
fọwọ́ sórí báyìí. Jossy fọwọ́
Yeah,
sórí báyìí. Ó ní ọpọlọ mi ó lọ báyìí.
frozen.
Ó frozen. Ó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Frozen. But at that point, the police now was being magnanimous, took the pen from you and said, okay, tell me what is going on. The police was writing it for you. At that point, you didn't say, oh, Ejuro Oga Olopa, I saw Dube cover in blood. Oh, Ejuro Oga Olopa, wọ́n ní ó gba abẹ́rẹ́ ó gbòdì lára ẹ̀. Bóyá nọ́ọ̀sì bí àwọn ràn wá ni. You know, none of these things occurred to you. And you said you stayed there for 3 hours. You initially claimed that these people, these young people that have planned to take your glorious son away for whatever reason, took you round the whole of Oshapa, London, wherever that area is, now took you to a police station that was far away from home. So you didn't know. I'm going by his own narrative now. But now you managed to get to a police station and your mind didn't say, oh, at last I'm in a safe place. Ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá ẹ gbà mí. Ẹ wò òkú ẹ̀ wà nínú Uber ambulance o. Ẹ má kí kankan nù wá lọ. Your brain was still fucked at that point. But his brain wasn't fucked up to call baálẹ̀. His brain wasn't fucked up to call àwọn tó máa wá gbẹ́ ilẹ̀. The only right thing you're supposed to do, your brain was fucked. But when it's for all the wrong thing, your brain wasn't fucked. You told them to lock the house that day.
But brain yẹn ò hot ìgbà tó ń ka iye àwọn èèyàn tó wá. Ìgbà tó wo ibi tí lọ́ọ̀yà ní Tom Print sí. Brain ọpọlọ ẹ̀ kò dry ìgbà yẹn. Kò melt ìgbà yẹn.
Very loud. So a 55 years old man's brain was foggy.
Ó ní dementia ni ẹ má bínú.
But a 24 years old brain was supposed to be working like a clock. Your 22 years old son was there. Your 29 years old nephew was there, right? Zlatan was there, who has a little bit of detachment, who can step in as a man. Davido's representative was there, who could step in as a man. Lawyer was there, who is a man who could have stepped in. DJ Bami was there. You didn't hold any of these people accountable. They were men. They could have gathered hands and beat a woman. But you now want to hold the one woman, the one girl, the one frail looking girl. You now want to hold her responsible where there were men, because we keep saying men are the leaders. And let me sound this. Coming to when men are leaders, I am the head. I am the head. See, women, we better know who you're going to be giving your leadership to or your head to. Because a man, not a primary school, could be head girl. He has no leader, could be head boy, no leadership skill. Could be chairman, could be class captain, Gori. He was never a prefect. Has no knowledge of how to manage a group of, in fact, he has no knowledge how to manage himself. He is not well educated. Even let's say he went to university, what role did he play by being with a group of people that were his mates? Nothing. He just went through life from primary school, secondary school, university, even in NYSC. Nothing. No. Could need impact, could need impact. Now he now got married. You now relinquish your rights to him and call him a leader. Bene, help me.
Kí
How?
Big sis kílẹ̀ sọ.
Ọkùnrin tí ò ṣe class captain rí ní primary school 6 years, secondary school 6 years kò ṣe captain, class captain, kò ṣe prefect, kò ṣe head boy, kò ṣe labour prefect.
Labour prefect ẹni prefect mo jẹ o labour prefect.
Me too, I was a labour prefect too.
I was labour prefect my junior and second and junior senior secondary.
I was labour prefect.
So kí ló wá ló ṣe?
Mo ní ọkùnrin tí ò jẹ gbogbo oyè yìí nílé ayé ẹ̀ kò ní any managerial skill. He has no leadership skill. Never marriage, zero leadership skill. Thank you, Mommy Olabisi. Went
Zero
to
management
university.
skill, no.
Exactly. Now went to university. You join groups. I was in different groups while being in university. I was in uni. I was a student. I was a student member executive. I was the secretary of my student union body. Anyway, no retreat, no surrender.
Our
He was
SJC,
never,
our judicial council.
thank you, never joined anything. He has never even done any charity work. Charity being, kini the other name for charity, Tomanshi, volunteer. Never volunteer. Could join Boy
Kódà
Scout.
kò join
Could
Boy Scout.
join,
Báwo ló ṣe fẹ́
exactly.
sọ?
Could join Boy Scouts. Could join the other ones. He was not in anything. He went through life just like that. Now he got a job. He started at the bottom. Never have any manage how to manage anybody. He now gets married. He's now saying, I am the head. And you ask him, how are you the head? He said, because I was born default as a man. By default, because I'm a man. So how do you learn to manage something when you don't have the life skill? Do
It
you
doesn't, it
just
doesn't, it doesn't make any sense. You
it
see,
doesn't.
Sister Mayor, do you know that most of the Asian community, predominantly people from China, from Japan, they run mostly matriarchy system, and it works
Yes.
well for them. They
Especially
have
to
the opinion that
Somalians.
whoever has the brain should lead. They don't
Yes.
care about the gender. Most families is matriarchy, and most family that is being run by matriarchy runs successfully well, honestly. But we
You're even
Africans, we are
talking
still stuck in it that once you have something between your legs, automatically you will take the baton to lead to a home. No, it should be people
okay.
that has the brain.
Bene,
It might be your wife, it might be you.
Bene. So because by default I'm a leader, why can I not just go to a company and say because I'm a man, give me the CEO
Give me
job of
this
this company.
CEO or
Let
the
me be the
that
CEO
manager.
or the manager of this company. So it's just ridiculous. And honestly, even in
Answer
the
me,
animal
please.
kingdom,
Before I forget, I even want to ask a question. Josie, this question is to you and people who are your supporters. In your own twisted mind, is it possible for somebody to commit a crime of buying somebody and they will keep the clothes soaked in blood and keep it allow it for you to
to
come and
see
meet
it.
it?
Mm.
I'm just saying, no, me, Bue Josie, even the dumbest person who is brainless, that does not even have any brain at all.
We leave evidence of a
So
crime.
it would leave evidence for you, Josie. Not only you, 100 people. According
Hundreds
to
of
you
people.
said there were 100 people that came to the house. So they will not leave the duvet soaked with blood for you, Joseph Aloba, to come and meet. Will you, hey,
The thing is,
color me surprised, so Josie.
Bene, if we go scientifically by what the autopsy have said, saying there is no drainage of the blood and all those things, how are we even sure that AJ belongs to Mo?
Of course, now I know what I said. I said
Because
if I'm the defense counsel,
hold
God
up,
forbid, if
that
Omomi
is
was
one thing.
facing trial, at this case, oh my easy for me, baje. While I'm in stress around me, I will just tell mom, go and sit down, go and be drinking zobo, be enjoying your life. Oh my easy
I'm
for me,
telling you,
baje.
because in one breath, okay, all right, now let's look at the vehicle. Why did the driver slip over? Because the window was broken. Then in another breath, you're saying the window wasn't broken. So why did his driver slip over? Because he's supposed to drop his clients and go by his merry way. But window was broken. He needs money. He can't just take the car back to his boss. he needs money for it to be fixed. They said, okay, it's late. We go home about 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. Wait till in the morning. We'll get you sorted. But now you are saying he did not punch the window of the vehicle. So where did the aspect of the window of the vehicle was broken and the driver needs to be sorted? Because Enyala Josie, do you even use your brain at all? Because if you're saying you're going by the testimony of the driver, òun ló tàn mọ́lẹ̀ sí ọ̀rọ̀ yín. Excuse me. The driver ló tàn mọ́lẹ̀ sí ọ̀rọ̀ yín and all those things. But you are not accepting that the window was broken. So what was the driver doing there? Ṣé òun náà rán wá ni? Àbí Bẹ̀ní? Ṣé driver náà rán wá ni kó wá ṣiṣẹ́ ibi?
Àní driver òun ló rán wá, òun ló ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ dédìí ẹ̀. Wọ́n ní ó ní lọ́ọ̀yà gba pariwo ariwo ta sound náà kò yé mi. Èèyàn gbáriwo ta kò dẹ̀ dí mi fi pé kóun lọ kọlẹ̀ pé what is going on. Curiosity now, human curiosity, you don't want to know what's going on.
Take over, exactly.
It will take over him. Unconsciously, he will want to know what's going on. So ó gbáriwo ta and he still slept through the night.
Yeah.
Jossy, turn your dodo. He dey born. He dey born. Àwa lọ́pọlọ ń bì báyìí. Àwọn ń ṣe mèsúdàmbà, à ń ṣàwọn nuisance tó kójọ sílé
Olóṣù
ni.
criminal boy ní àdúrà lọ jẹ́wọ́. Ìwọ tẹ́yìn òkú máa máa lé ẹ kiri ni ìwọ ò tí mọ̀ kankan. Conscience ẹ ló ń lé ẹ kiri. That's why you are drying up. But Bene, did you see how Jossy was looking?
Even, please, is it that Jossy have collection of glasses? Because he's always wearing different
All his
shades.
girlfriends.
If it's coming to Corona, I used to wear black shade. This one is transparent shade.
Another thing with this CCTV and all those things, saying the house they live 15 minutes away. When this day was it a Tuesday in the peak of traffic and all these things. So they've forgotten that there was a neighbor that they
Thank
ran
you,
to.
gifters.
As if one little pizza. Anyway, there is a neighbor that was called that took them to hospital. They forgot that aspect, that there is a neighbor that actually exists. So they just think that the magistrate should be just listening to all this their nonsense and just like, okay, yeah, because Wunmi is a woman, I'm not going to do anything. Yeah, you're a bumble.
What's that, Mayor? Please, I want to ask, which interviewer, Jossy apologist, when are you going to ask Jossy that you people paid 25 million naira to a SAN? Now, why didn't Jossy provide this SAN with all these people that he has been talking about? The likes of my C's girlfriend, Shade Queen of Darkness.
My
girlfriend, Blessing, Queen of Darkness, Shade. That when are people going to ask Jossy that why did
$25,000 in the
autopsy ni 25 million loss of Ushitu. 25 million loss of Ushitu. What she was on $16,000. Only balance 8,000 wà lọ́wọ́ Muyiwa.
So why did 30 million come?
So why didn't you like tell? Why I'm looking for you apologies. When are you going to ask Jossy that what did you pay your lawyer for, your SAN for? If all these people that Jossy is always name dropping, they couldn't bring them to the coroner. So Ishe will go on SAN Ishe.
SAN one loss 3 things have been established.
Because that is the truth. In fact, tó bá yẹ pé SAN yín gan, tó bá yẹ pé ẹ pé gan, pé ó fẹ́ pé gbọ́n pípọ̀ yẹn wá, ṣó tóbi ò nígbà kó wá sọ̀rọ̀. Because all those bad dash, it has nothing to do with what by Mohbad.
Nígbà tí àsìkò tó àṣepà.
I'm telling you, ó fẹ́ jọmọ sórí kinní, ó fẹ́ ṣe kinní kan. He is nothing. He doesn't prove shit. Ó dẹ̀ máa ń sọ kinní yẹn all the time. O lè jẹ́ aṣẹ́wó kò mí ìpa pààyàn nìyẹn. O dẹ̀ lè jẹ́ apààyàn kò mí ìpa aṣẹ́wó nìyẹn is two different things. So this always trying to bring in paternity of a child, blah, 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 to establish motive.
Is a motive.
Motive for what exactly? Have you been able to establish that Mohbad was actually pied?
But the thing is, Bene, in the history of Nigeria, how many àlè ló wá ń pa? How many people pa èèyàn torí pé wọ́n gbé ọmọ ọba fọ́ṣùn?
Ẹ jẹ́ kó máa
Never
tanra
seen
wọn.
it.
Ẹ
I've
jẹ́ kó
never
máa
seen
tanra.
it. The most that happen is kúrò nílé mi, wálé ẹ síta.
Simple.
And okay, now let me come back to the aspect of okay, coming with their narrative now, because I'm going with their narrative. So a man in my presence, ó ń gbé ọmọ mi, ó lóun fẹ́ jù sínú omi. Màá wá fold ọwọ́ mi, màá máa wò, màá ní ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ṣé mi ní pàgò lórí ọkùnrin náà?
Ẹ wá
As in,
náà, mo máa ń gbọ́ pé Àdùkẹ́ máa ń sọ pé even alẹ́ ọjọ́ yẹn o, wọ́n sì fẹ́ bára wọn sùn. So Mohbad mọ̀ pé ọmọ àlè ni ọmọ yẹn, ó tún fẹ́ bá Wunmi sùn.
ó fẹ́ dóbò.
Wunmi, wetin you put for your stew? Wetin you put? Káyámátà wo lo lò torí kò yé mi.
A ní
Wọ́n fẹ́
láti
jọ
bẹ̀rẹ̀
ọmọ nù.
ọ̀hún mi o.
Wọ́n fẹ́ jọ ọmọ
Let's
nù
give
Tọ́mọ́lá
Christ
bridge, wọ́n tún fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ sùn. Hey,
only
God
you.
abeg o, God abeg o.
Mọ́mí Ọlábísí ẹ ṣé o, ẹ̀yin náà imagine. So màá ní oyún fún ọba tó fine, tó ṣèrànwọ́ mọ́rọ̀, tó ní influence in a society whereby you can still marry more than one woman. No. Now we see
Sister
a young lady.
Miyo, Nigerian men I know with their big ego. They will know that the said child Omo Ali no fe juice no me, and they will allow you to follow them home. Nigerian men, you dey whine me. Nigerian men, you go
Èyí tó
know say
kékeré gan tí ò
your
tí màá rí
pikin
gan
no
tí ń
be
sá
your
mi
own.
máa.
No be your own. In fact, you go know to the extent say want to wear for inside water. You go can't allow you make you follow and reach house. Asauna.
On top waiting.
God I beg.
The
Wunmi,
same
I
ọmọ
beg,
tó
come and
ń
give me
gbé
the
wọn.
secret to your punao. We make Mohbad no fit
The
think
juice
clearly.
is juicing. Is in the juice. The stew is in the juice.
I beg go. Èmi
The
gan tó wà
juice.
juicy báyìí gan mi ò rò bí ó tó yìn. Tó yẹ
Are
pé
you advertising your product?
no, eléyìí ti wà taken. So
Okay.
if I don't hype myself, who go hype me?
Olúwa tó sì ní sẹ́.
So Olúwa tó sì ṣe wà pa o longest time sir.
Ó ga. Ẹ kú ibi tẹ bá wa dé o.
Number one, ó fi nǹkan sí. Number one, fi nǹkan sínú Indomie, ó sì lọ tọrọ ẹ̀. Ìgbà tó tún lọ tọrọ ẹ̀, ó tún jẹ́ kó gbóyún fún, ó bímọ fún, ó Jossy.
Wọ́n tún ka ní ilé neighbor tó ti lẹ pátá ẹ̀.
Ó dẹ̀ sì ń gbélé yẹn títí tí Mohbad fi kún. Mohbad tún lọ fún show, ó tún sa ọmọ ẹ̀
Tó
pé
tẹ̀lé.
Jossy, go and sit your ass down. Kò sọ̀rọ̀
In
lẹ́nu
fact
yìí.
gan Bẹ̀nẹ̀ tí n bá lọ Nàìjíríà wí pé mi ò tún kí ń ṣe ọ̀ṣọ́rọ̀ ọlọ́mọge o. Ọkọ mi máa pè mí ní mẹ́sàn-án mẹ́wàá ni.
Ẹni ẹlẹ́ni bàbá ní bàbá.
Kọ́ wá lọ já mi.
Pé kọ́ máa lọ ṣìkè ìyàwó wọn. Ẹni ẹlẹ́ni. Kọ́ máa lọ ṣìkè ìyàwó wọn.
Kọ́ wá lọ gbàyàwó náà lọ́wọ́. Wọ́n máa ń fi ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́.
Ṣìkè bú of the bullies.
Àwọn ṣìkè wà ń gbòòrò.
Bàbá ní bàbá ẹ jẹ́ kó guide territory wọn.
Ìgbà tọ́rọ̀ ṣìkè tó fi ń trend. Me, I was just on the panel now contributing, and
Ẹ jẹ́ bá a gbé visiting wá sókè o.
I was now playing Shike music. The following day, my oga don go pay for pedicure and manicure. Eléyìí tí wọ́n ti ń play anybody wey wan fight you.
Bàbá ní bàbá.
Mo fẹ́ fi ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ pa.
Bàbá ní bàbá. Ṣé mo pé Jossy tún parọ́ pé driver yẹn sọ pé kò sẹ́jẹ̀ nu mọ́tò yẹn?
Kò sẹ́jẹ̀ ń bẹ, ẹ̀jẹ̀ ọ̀dọ́ àgùntàn ló wà nínú ẹ̀, kò lè rẹ́jẹ̀.
Jossy off mi gan-an. Ó tún gbé mi débẹ̀.
It was so funny.
Jossy tún gbé mi débẹ̀. Ó ní kò sẹ́jẹ̀ nu bẹ̀ yẹn. Pé kódà ìgbà tí ó fọ́ gbá gíláàsì ẹ̀jẹ̀ ò yọnu ọwọ́ yẹn.
Iron Man ni Terminator
ni. Ibo wá ni profusely yín tẹ máa ń sọ yẹn bó ló ti jáde.
Kò yé mi sí bọ́.
Jossy, go and sleep.
Jossy ti dáwọ̀ dájú.
Go and take care of yourself.
Jossy, go and warm my bar shop. This
go and warm my bar shop.
Beneda man don dry finish.
I no even look in face. Na the cries na woman like. The way cry like am.
Ó ti gbẹ tán, ó ti gbẹ láyà, ó ti gbẹ. Visitor iṣẹ́ tí.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ moderators, ẹ jẹ́ bá gbé visitor wá sókè.
Jossy ti gbẹ, ó ti di bonga fish, ó ti di panla gbígbẹ. Lórí kókò jọ̀njọ̀ 200 million down the drain. Okay, 30 million. Tí wọ́n kó fún ẹ níjọ́ òǹdà. Kò sí Jossy sọ nìyẹn lálẹ́ yìí o.
Ọmọlábísí ó ní gíláàsì fọ́ o, bọ̀ owó yẹn ò yẹ̀jẹ̀. Owó yẹn ò yẹ̀jẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ara plastic ni Mohbad ní. Plastic kò dẹ̀ yẹ̀jẹ̀. Iron Man ni. Aluminium condemn ni. Ó ní owó yẹn báyìí ó gbàbọ̀ kò yẹ̀jẹ̀. Kò tí Jossy sọ ni. Jossy gbé wa débẹ̀ ojoojúmọ́ ni. Jossy gangan ló ń pè ní Africa Wonder. America Wonder ojoojúmọ́ ara tuntun ni.
Wọ́n máa ń sí America
Wonder.
Wọ́n máa ń sí Jossy Ọlọ́ba Wonder. Ó ní ìyá Mohbad ó tún wá fi orúkọ Alọ́ba sí orúkọ ara ẹ̀. Wípé it seems they have to go and engrave that Aloba's name in a Kọ́lọ́kọ́sí wall of fame. Pé ìyá ẹ̀ ni o, mo fi pé Rich Grace ló bí ni, ṣé pé ìyá Mohbad ló bí ọmọ ìyá kì í sáwọn wèrè tó ń pariwo kiri. Ti well o, ẹ máa wà alright. Thank you gifters.
Nǹkan tó pa mí lẹ́yìn ó ní ìyá Mohbad tẹ́ pé kó wà wájú kó wà lẹ́yìn ìyá Mohbad ló wà lẹ́yìn wà wájú pé Jossy kí ló kún ẹ̀ tí ìyá Mohbad bá decide láti wà middle ó wà lórí òkè ó wà sálẹ̀ what is your goddamn business? Why don't you face yourself na Jossy? Ewu ló pín ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Nígbà tí interviewer tún bẹ́ ìpínlẹ̀ fún Jossy pé ọmọ ológo kan ṣoṣo tán nínú ẹbí wọn ẹjọ́ how old is Jossy, how old is àwọn ọmọ tó kù ẹ ti wá wo àwọn ọmọ tó kù
ó ti rò wọ́n pin o.
mọ́ láyé.
Jossy ti rò wọ́n pin kódà tòmí gan ó ti gba first born lọ́wọ́ Blessing ó ti gbé fún.
Ó ti gbé fún Bẹ́òlá.
Ó ti gbé fún Jossy ó ti gbé fún Mohbad as far as Jossy is concerned. Ọmọ Lydia, we love you too.
Ẹ ṣeun ọmọ Lydia tàbí ká máa ṣe Jossy bó ṣe ń ṣe rẹ̀ ó ti ro ẹjọ́ ẹbí ẹ̀ fún ayé ó ti rò fóṣó ti rò fàjẹ́.
To me now Jossy is not like pure comedy, honestly.
We are in a clown show.
Clown show. If at this point you people are still losing sleep over Jossy mo kọ́ tẹ̀ ń ṣe. Ẹkún yẹn gangan kódà máa lọ sórí Facebook mo máa wọ ẹkún yẹn tura àtàlá ni. Ẹkún yẹn máa wò pa ni kódà máa fi dáná lọ́la máa wò pa ni.
Have you seen the pics?
This is 10. Ó dà pé ṣé ṣe àtẹ́mì ṣe ṣọ́ọ̀bù lónìí ni ó possible kọ́ moderators wọn wà bẹ́ẹ̀ o.
Ó ti lọ tajà.
Because there is no moderators at all. Mọ́mí iye tí Olú ń ṣe bí ẹ̀yin náà ti di moderator.
Níjọ́ Friday ẹ̀sẹ̀ jẹ́ kí lọ ṣú díẹ̀ ó ga ọ́.